All right, we're live. It's currently 12:29 a.m. on the 7th of December, 2017 Pacific Standard Time. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel. And surprisingly, this webcam works pretty well in low light. This is my Razer Kio that I picked up a while back. It's got a ring light built in. You can kind of see it reflecting off my glasses, which is why I kind of want to like eventually get LASIK so I can just go like this and have it not be a thing. Yeah, although I look fucking wrecked, man. Ah, goddamn, what a day. So, hit the gym up and did all that, came home, took a shower, and then I'm like, great, we fed the baby, and I'm like, I'm on nighttime duty, so I figured I would just fucking throw up a stream. So, let me just double check on this. All right. Cool beans. My office needs to be cleaned. Clearly in that back left corner. I look like shit. Bebop. Yep. Pretty much. Jeeves, this stream is already 100 times better because you're still looking at my face. Yeah, I know. Bebop, I'm not getting a lot of sleep. No, not in the way. I mean, like sometimes I'm getting sleep. My girlfriend's been very, very generous with that. But ultimately it's been not as much as I would like. My hair looks weird. Yeah, but does it? Is it because it's thinning and getting gray? Because I'm fucking old. I turned 36 in like 2.5 months. So looking like shit is proud baby. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Bill Marion, stop watching my Last Jedi videos unless you have ad block, unless you have ads enabled, then keep watching them. No, those Last Jedi videos, man, like fucking I like I'm seeing the movie again, absolutely. Actually, I got like fucking free IMAX tickets. Like seriously. Find this shit here. Like they fucking hooked me up with free tickets. IMAX is hurting for people to go see movies at IMAX. So they were doing this promotion thing where they were like, "Oh, hey, if you promote us a little bit, we'll give you free IMAX tickets." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So, and I just hadn't used it. I forgot. Actually, I lost them. So I got to use them by the end of the month. Tired, yeah. How is Sargon? I don't know. I haven't talked to Sargon in a couple weeks. So there's that. Don't need ad block. Pretty much don't need ad block. There's no anything on there. 4-panel. Yeah, here's the thing with sending me messages via fucking YouTube is like I get them, but I never respond. Only because that requires effort. So email me at themundanematt@gmail.com is literally the best way you can contact with me. Accelerator $2 super chat saying I'm balder than you are. I don't know how to respond to that necessarily. I guess thank you. There is a God. No, but I appreciate the $2. Thank you. Hey, what's going on? Midnight Edge After Dark. What's up, man? Yeah, fucking Ninja Turtle shirt, dude. Fucking it's one of those Funko Pop shirts. They were on clearance at Target. The Target near me was like clearancing on a whole bunch of Pop Funko shirts or Funko Pop shirts. So I bought them. This is actually one super comfortable, so I like it quite a bit. So Mundane doesn't watch anime. I don't watch anime. Sorry. I have a soul. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, man. Do I watch Dragon Super Ball? I don't know what the fuck that is, man. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't watch it. As his hand slid up her creamy white thighs, all she could feel is his huge member pulsating with desire. Okay. Ninja Turtles is anime. No, Ninja Turtles is not. All right. Unless, wait, what is, okay, like, fucking fill me in, like, anime, or is it just, like, a meme thing? Like, Kek, right? Matt has a soul. I don't know. Any predictions for the Solo Star Wars box office? Like, here's the problem, and I think I might have mentioned this in my video about it. It comes out Memorial Day weekend, so what's opening on the first weekend of May? That's fucking Avengers. Avengers is going to be the biggest movie of 2018, hands down. hands down the biggest fucking movie. So what it's going to do essentially, and this is what Star Wars The Last Jedi did, is it's going to suck all the air out of everything surrounding it for a couple weeks after the fact, right? You know, I mean, it potentially could go further. It could go into June, like leading into Deadpool, like up to that point. But essentially what you're going to have here is you're going to have Avengers coming out and blowing away every and all box office record ever. I don't know what comes out after that, but you have your second week, third week of May, and then fourth week is Memorial Day weekend. That's Solo. And I would think that's a bad idea, simply because Solo, it could be swallowed up by Avengers. Now, here's the thing with Solo, though. Solo is only a few weeks out of Avengers, so people have time to get money back and go see the movie and shit. But after The Last Jedi and people's mixed reactions to it, it's going to be one of those things where I'm not too certain what's going to happen. Box office wise, I can't tell you what's going to go down. I don't know if it's going to cross like the 80 million mark. I'd actually kind of be surprised if it hits 80 million on its opening weekend. Let's see, $10 here from Tommy Ward, saying, Matthew, hope you're doing great. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate the support. It's been crazy so far this year. YouTube's like, I was actually on the chats with YouTube earlier today, complaining about like why certain videos, like the video I did about the neo-Nazi that like stopped the Amtrak train, figured that was going to be completely demonetized. And it was hit. And then someone manually approved it. Okay, cool. Why is it that my VidCon Anita video was confirmed, my manual review? And I said, I'm like, look, I talked about a neo-Nazi expecting it to get demonetized. And then they came back, you know, and they monetized it. And so the lady sent it over to the next step. And then as well as that, I'm also trying to become YouTube certified, which they keep denying me. So she's looking into that too. The box office for Solo is not going to be so low. Although wait, which one is running the Midnight's Dead? Is that Tom? Is that you? Or is that Shlomo? Hold on. Quick question. If I get bit, does that mean I turn into one of them? One of whom? That's this thing. So there's definitely hey, what's up, Tom? No, there's I think Solo is going to, because the thing is Solo is sandwiched in between Avengers and fucking Deadpool, right? Avengers and Deadpool 2. And if I were Disney and I were smart, I would pull back. I would push Solo. I would either push Solo to December to completely slaughter Aquaman, because it will, or I'd move Solo to the first week of April. Second week of April. I'd give it second week of April is what I'd give it. That's what I would do. Mostly, and the reason why I say this is because look at 2017. I'll use that as an example. So first weekend of March 2017 was Logan. Logan came out and did fucking wonderful. You also had Beauty and the Beast, which was $1 billion movie. You had Power Rangers, which did okay. And you had a few other movies that came out in March. In March, you had big blockbuster movies coming out and doing very well in March. April, you had Fast and Furious 8 came out, again, $1 billion movie in April that came out. So you've got all of these movies that can come out, these franchises that are coming out at odd times. All things considered, pushing Solo back away from Memorial Day weekend is the right move in my opinion. But the thing is, Memorial Day is like the busiest movie going weekend of the year, and they're just trying to capitalize on that 5-day closeout. And it's like, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it or not. Why are you awake? I don't know. Did I ever see The Sound of Music? When are the Nazis taking over? The Von Trapp family, I think, is okay. Do I plan on making VidCons during VidCon, or do I plan on making videos during VidCon 2018? I do. Yeah. I think I'm going to be getting an Airbnb with some other people, and we're just going to probably be shooting a lot. I've been tempted to experiment with the Coach Red Pill. Like his style, right? So I've got my Canon 70D. I've got my, if I could pull it out here, not pull it out, but pull out my camera. My penis is fine. I've got a Canon EOS M6, which is actually, if you saw my vlog today on my vlog channel, Mundane Chats, which is not linked below here, but I did a video today. I'm going to start trying to do like one of those a day if I possibly can, where I just kind of rant about something, because I kind of want to get in the habit of just like walking around and shooting and not just being in here. So I've got that camera, and then I've got a G7X Mark II that I use on the go as well as a GoPro Session. So I've got a couple other things around here too. I got, I don't know if you can see it behind me at all. Let me take a look. I've also got, you can see a microphone up there. I've got a Panasonic 4K that I bought. I've bought a lot of cameras. And the reason why I bought a lot of cameras is because I like to shoot in different locations and everything else. So like even on my desk right now, I've got 2 webcams. I got the Razer Keo, which actually is working really wonderfully for the low light. I have to give it mass credit because this is the, let me see here. I could switch over to the Logitech, right? So the Logitech's right here, and you can see like there's clearly, it looks different, right? And then you jump over here to the Razer, and oh fuck, damn it, it sometimes does this. Oh shit, I shouldn't have fucking touched it. Hold on, let me try. Let me try. Oh, balls. I'm not able to even, it does this sometimes. It will reset itself if I fuck with it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that back, because I might have to just go with this. This is what happens when I touch shit. I shouldn't touch anything. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Because there's no, this is fucking terrible, man. All right, there's got to be a settings here for the camera. There's no settings for the camera. That's lame as hell. All right, I know what I have to do to fix it. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so I've got the I got it on right now, but I've got up another I got it up right now, but I've got the, God, I'm fucking breaking out like crazy too. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, that's that. So I got the light on the camera. It's fucking crazy, man. I brought up my Windows camera app. See, on my phone or on the thing here, and then it's having trouble connecting it. So the only way I can do this here is I got to fucking close this out. I got to bring up OBS because I got OBS. Bring up the Keo, right? Because you can only configure it. Oh, fuck berries. Close OBS. Open OBS. It's all complicated. This is why I don't recommend ever fucking with shit like this. It's so much easier. Come on, configure the fucking video. Oh, you fucking dick tick you fucking asshole. Keo, come on. Deactivate, activate, figure video. Oh, you piece of shit. It won't let me do it while it's on. That's so lame. Oh, come on, man. All right, fine. We will add that in there. Hold on a second. I want to bring that back up if I can, because I should not have touched it. This is what I get for fucking with things that I don't quite understand. Like an idiot. Okay. There we go. Okay, so exposure. Aperture. Where's the fucking gain, man? There we go. That's better. Okay. We're going to try this again. Oh my God. Let's see if I can tweak it. I know I completely fucked it up. All right. Bring up that real quick. Stop. You can see it flash, right? You can see it flash, but it doesn't connect itself. Balls. Okay. What I'll need to do essentially, is there any way for me to close this out and then bring it back up? Control room. Turn off your camera. Turn on my camera. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll go back to this, and then I'll just bring that up again. There we go. At least it's something. At least it's fucking something. Sorry about that, guys. That's fucking lame. Yeah, it flashes for a hot second. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it live. So at least there's that. Yeah. You gonna see Slender Grill? No, not for a while. I'm not gonna do Slender Grill for a bit, simply because I just I got like, I gotta feed the baby in like 2 hours. So I'm like, fuck it. Did I watch Richard? Hey, what's up, Magog? Did I watch the stream? I caught some clips after the fact. I was following along on Twitter. I know people in the alt-right were trying to be all like, oh, Richard Spencer like totally won. The clips I saw, Richard Spencer was kind of being a bitch, and Sargon was basically toying with him, I think. But Sargon also allowed himself to get worked up, and that is usually when Sargon starts to fail. So, but I did hear that it was like what, #1 trending worldwide. So I mean, hey, good for them, man. So there's definitely that. Thoughts on DP going defunct? Okay, so I don't know much about the inner workings of the Drunken Peasants as to why they failed. But the thing is, I like DP. I don't watch every day or every week, even for that fact, but I would watch it when I'm at the gym, on the treadmill or something, or if I was out driving around, I'd pop on if they were on and stuff like that. And I like it that they're a good group of people. But you can tell that there was probably a bit of a change for a while. There was a shift, so to speak. And I think that happened once they decided to move to Seattle. I have a feeling the location in Seattle where they moved was probably part of the problem. I'm going to move that this way, move that closer there. There we go. I have a feeling that was a big part of it, simply because it's a lot of money where they were living. Bellevue is fucking expensive, and so where I live, south of Seattle, is a lot cheaper. So they could probably make it a lot better there. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. These things happen. Yeah, the truth of the matter is, as nice as it would be to believe that we're all going to be on YouTube forever, we're probably not. The likelihood of me transitioning over to doing a news-based podcast series is probably higher than not. The probability of me doing that being around entertainment news and focusing on other audio-based entertainment prospects is probably going to happen. There's things I want to do that are very creatively based in audio. Not music production, because I have no inclination in that regard whatsoever, but there's projects I want to do that could in fact actually become the next step of my career. That's not to say that I'm quitting or that I want to leave or anything else. I don't. I love what I do, but there's the way things are going right now with YouTube and with the adpocalypse and everything else. It's very, very, very trying on a number of people, and they're stressed, and then they're on edge. And so we're seeing a lot of cannibalization of our own, simply because people don't know what to do, and they think that attacking is the best course of action. Who do I want to see in an Amazonian film fighting the gods? Just give me I'd like to see a proper Hercules movie, not starring The Rock and not directed by Brett Ratner. The webpage is going to make a big comeback. What do you mean by that, Tom? The lone peasant. It is what it is. If you want to capitalize, you capitalize it. DP failed because one of those fat retards couldn't stop porking fans behind his wife's fat. Who on there was married? I have no idea. Is it Ben? Is that who was married? I know. I've met Chelsea, TJ's girlfriend, and I don't think Scotty has anything other than a fleshlight. So I think, and Paul's got a girlfriend. I know he's got a girlfriend. Could Mitt Romney run in 2020? Not for president. Mitt Romney's not running for president. Mitt Romney will run for freaking Senate to be a thorn in Trump's side. Guaranteed. Guaranteed to be a thorn in Trump's side. Do I like Spider-Man? Yes, I do. So what do I choose? Sword, shield, or staff? Sword. Will I try to get a show on the Gorilla Channel? I would totally do that. Scotty has a Canadian girlfriend. Please, no one in Canada actually exists. So, yeah, I've heard something about like I'm your favorite darky. Thanks. What happened to my Discord? Discord's still around. Liviana. Let me see here. Is this the right one? Do I have the right one up? Let's see. Yeah, okay, so in the video description, there's a link to Discord. And you can, in fact, jump on there. That's where my Discord got moved. So there's that. Hold on, I'll post it in the. There's a specific link my moderators have put together for it. And they're a good group of guys. So I have nothing but good things to say about them. Although other people are not huge fans of them, which tends to be the case. Okay, hold on. Okay, so have I ever hunted before? I have not, actually. I'm not a big hunter. I like fishing, but not a big hunter. Is California going for the Darwin Awards this year? I think they're going every year for the Darwin Awards. Keep in mind, California has over 30 million people. There's more people in the state of California than there are in the entirety of the mythical land of Canada, right? And it is the 8th largest economy in the world. And like fucking 15 years ago, it was like the 4th largest economy in the world. If that tells you anything about how poorly the state's been run. It says page not found. Does it? Okay. Let me see here. Okay, well then I'll have to talk to them about that shit because I'm gonna repost it in there and I have to let them know that the link is dead. There we go. Discord and shit. How is fatherhood treating me? I'm not sleeping as much as I would like, but other than that, my daughter's pretty badass. She's very chill, very chill. I'm very happy about that. Hey, what's going on, Hard Counted? How are you, buddy? My moderators are Chuck Norris. Magog, what's new? Not much. Just went to the gym tonight trying to get my fitness on. And then I bought a comb because my hair's getting longer. You got legal weed in Cali now. I'm not in Cali right now, but well, here's the thing. On the West Coast, the entirety of the West Coast, you have legal weed. So yes, there's legal weed in California, Oregon, and Washington. You're from four panel. You're from Vancouver, BC, the Canadian Cali. You know, here's the thing, because I grew up in Portland, Oregon. We have Vancouver, Washington, and I thought that was like the only Vancouver. It wasn't until like later on when I heard about Vancouver, British Columbia. So when everyone's like, "Oh yeah, man, I've been to Vancouver," I'm like, "The Couve? You've been to the Couve? What are you talking about?" It's like freaking, you know, down type stuff. And then I'm like, "Oh, it's Vancouver, British Columbia." Well, don't I feel like a rube? I haven't been actually. No, I've never been. I've only been to Victoria. I went to Victoria almost 2 years ago on my cruise for like 3 hours. Love to go back, spend more time there. So fun fact, PewDiePie has a subscriber 0.10. I don't know what that means. You need legal weed in Florida. I completely agree. It would help keep some of the crazy down because meth and cocaine are hell of a drug. Why the temp name change? Hannah, I wanted to like just change it up. You know, I just kind of like, I get kind of like every time I hear the name Mundane Matt or like people say it to me in person, I just get kind of cringy. It's not that like I hate the name. It's just like, that's not me personally. It's just the name I go by. And I wanted to change it. So, oh, right. PewDiePie's subscriber count is greater than that of the population of Canada. That is correct. So, oh, Liviana used to live in Vancouver. Nice. Funny how our West Coast is a bit more center than the US. Yeah, well, the West Coast is the left coast, you know. Legalize all drugs. I don't think you should be able to legalize all drugs, but like I would say stuff that comes from the ground is generally okay. That's not processed, you know. So I know like opium can be processed into black tar heroin, right? I'm not saying legalize that, but like, you know, pot, shrooms and shit. Probably go fine. Need legal weed everywhere. Completely agree. Do I think that Jeff Sessions will be gone as AG this year? I think Jeff Sessions will be gone as AG by the end of the week. Given the fact that like everyone from Trump's cabinet is over in Camp David this weekend and Jeff Sessions is left back in DC in his little Keebler elf tree and shit. He has got to be feeling the pressure on that one. Gotta be. Just like TJ Kirk, just be Matt Jarbo. Yeah, kind of. I get that. So what about raw water? I have raw water here because I live off a well, off an aquifer. It's pretty decent. So yeah, no, I get that PewDiePie has more subs than California. I get that. What did he just waltz into? I got no idea, man. Yeah, thoughts on the recent Worski debate? Again, I only caught highlights. I just don't watch Worski. So mundane gorilla. I would, if like Netflix or someone like legitimately came up with like an actual fucking thing for that, I think I'd be on board. I think if they were come up with a thing and they were like, hey man, we're gonna do an actual like gorilla channel and just have it be full of random shit, that'd be kind of fun. Remove the alt-right keyboard or the alt-right key. No, man, this is a mechanical keyboard. Fuck that shit. SNL is not state propaganda, man. Come on. Come on. What's my opinion on Worski and Crew's opinion on you? I don't even care, man. People like, here's the thing. I've been doing this for 6 years. All right. There have been numerous freaking lies, numerous things said about me over 6 years. Ultimately, don't care. It hasn't impacted my viewers. It hasn't impacted my subscriptions. It's people who are just running their mouth. That's literally about it. I haven't stopped making videos. I'm not going to stop making videos. I don't care. Like, it's just whatever, man. So, because the thing is, no matter what I say, it doesn't matter. People are going to make up their minds about it. Earlier about a year ago, I made a video where I guess you could say, questioning and to an extent, perhaps somewhat sympathetic of a relationship between a 19-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, where the 19-year-old girl was pregnant. Now, sympathetic is not like to say that I was supportive of it, but I was curious. I asked questions like, I don't know, like were they in a relationship? Were they in love? These are questions I think any lawyer would ask a judge, or anyone would ask a judge that would be brought up in the sentencing, because she was facing 20 years in prison for it. And again, it was one of those tough situations where like they were together for a while. His parents were aware of it, but the problem was that she also shot a video of them together, which is clearly a no-no. There are people out there that made a video about it. One person in particular who has a much larger subscriber base than me made a video critical of me during that. That brought a lot of stuff to my doorstep in terms of being called like a pedo supporter, a rape apologist, a rape supporter, all of these things that in no way was I at all, period. But I didn't make a big deal out of it. I just moved on with my day and so on and so forth. It was still frustrating. But around VidCon, that particular person and I were able to meet up. We had a good conversation about it. I explained my thought process. We actually became pretty solid friends, and they took the original video down. And then in doing that, and taking that video down because they felt bad for what happened and they felt bad for everything else, they were then attacked by members of their own community, which is just like fucking horrible. Right, to sit there and say like, what this one person does because we had a conversation and we came to an understanding that previously wasn't there because no conversation took place. Then that person was then getting attacked by members of their audience because they felt like they were being lied to, or that this person was being dishonest towards them. And this is the thing. You're not going to please everybody on here, right? Clearly, I'm going to say things that are probably going to anger you, or probably you're going to disagree with, as I disagree with a lot of things that other people that I consider friends to say. But the difference of it is we can sit there and have a conversation, but when you start bombarding somebody's Twitter feed and you start making up accusations or bringing on people into live streams that have made very slanderous and libelous accusations for a long time, then it's like, no, there's no need to even give people the time of day to name who they are or to pay attention to what they do. That's how I view it. At no point is it going to impact me directly, and fuck it. You know what? Fuck them. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter as long as I please you. Damn straight, godless monk. Something redundant, $5 says. Let's see here. Oh, I see you take Bitcoin donations. Curious 5S and other cryptos. There was one I was looking at. I'm just now understanding it. The only reason why I said about Bitcoin thing was a very generous viewer contacted me and was like, "Hey man, listen, like I love your shit. I want to help support you, but I want to do it through Bitcoin. Is that okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And so they helped me set up a blockchain, and they've been donating, every so often, for a little bit, for I think about 6 months or like 5 months or somewhere in there. And so I haven't invested in any other crypto because I don't have the money to invest in other crypto. I just learned how to actually spend fucking Bitcoin. So that was a problem too. Cronus Saturn here says, what games am I looking forward to in 2018? What also Appabend and I should do at the stream. I know Appabend. I'm not against it. I'm not against bring people on. I would do a lot more streaming. So what am I looking forward to this year? Well, clearly Red Dead Redemption 2. Which has that been pushed back now? Is that still March, or is that a fucking that get pushed back? It's 2018. I thought it was coming out like May 8th. No, wait, that's May 8th. That's Red Dead Redemption 1. Okay, so Red Dead Redemption 2, according to Den of Geek, says spring 2018. Okay, so wait, what? Is it now coming spring 20? I don't even know when it's fucking coming out. Whenever the fuck Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out. I straight up am going to get that. I found my copy of Red Dead 1. I can play it on my Xbox One. I'm going to go through the damn thing again. I can't fucking wait. If you want to know what I'm truly excited about, more so than Red Dead, which will keep me going throughout the better part of the year. For me personally, it's Days Gone. That looks fucking just phenomenal. It's out of Bend. It's out of Bend, Oregon, right? Is where Sony Bend is, that studio. So they're basing it around Oregon, Southern Oregon, Northern California, and everything else. And I can't wait to get that. So I'm really looking forward to that shit. So good night, Cybertron. Thanks for coming in, homie. Did I hear that Yvette Facalera had to pay $11,000 in court fees? I did. She was the Antifa chick, right? I heard something about that. Let's see here. How would I feel if it was a 14-year-old girl and that's your man? I would feel the same thing in terms of the video that is inappropriate, should not have been shot. There are complexities, I believe, in terms of human development, sexual human development. While I personally would not engage with anyone under the age of 18, even if the legal age of consent was 16, and I'm in a state where it's 16, by the way. California's 18, Oregon's 18, Washington is 16. So it's one of those things where even though I could sit there and have sex with someone who's 20 years my junior and have it be perfectly legal, the mental capacity between a 35-year-old and a 16-year-old is far too different, and is not, and in my opinion, while legal, inappropriate. But a 19-year-old and a 14-year-old, you're talking a much closer age gap there. While I don't support it 100%, you can look at things and go, I can see where it's coming from. Again, it's just, I think it depends on the situation. I knew a chick, one of my friends, his sister was 16 dating a 23-year-old, and her parents were like straight up fine with that, and the thing is, like, some people I guess that is how it is. It's on a person-to-person basis, and it's a hard thing to discuss because it's going to be different from everybody. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I don't want people to be in danger or to be taken advantage of or exploited, period. But at the same time, hormones in humans are going to act a certain way. And so around that age, like, it happens. I'd prefer there to be closer to age of consent legal in that state, but you got kids that are like 17-year-old that get busted for CP for taking a dick pic and sending it off, right? Their own picture, and they get busted for child pornography. It's just fucking insane, man. It's fucking insane. Did I get my Switch back? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did get my Switch back. That was a weird story. So, hey, what's going on, Numbers? Thanks for coming in, man. So yeah, hold on here. Thoughts on AOC? It's illegal for them to do things. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird law. Again, these age of consent laws, I think, were created prior to the internet. And I do believe in some states it was like at the time, okay, Alabama, for example, Roy Moore in the 70s, right? At the time in the 70s, 14 was the legal age of consent. At the time when Roy Moore was being accused of those things, 14 was the age of consent. So it's like, where do you judge it from? You know, it's like 30 years ago it was 14. Now it's 16. It's like, where do you judge it from? It's just such a weird and complex issue to discuss. There's so many wrong answers, and I'm not saying there are right answers. I'm just saying there are complex, nuanced answers that require a large discussion platform with, or at least time to discuss them. But as for the Switch, hold on, yeah. Sorry, Rogue Chihuahua. Has Roy Moore conceded yet? I don't know if he's conceded, Garrick, but Doug Jones was straight up sworn the fuck in. So that's over with. And then, of course, now, was it Roy Moore? One of his accusers had her house burned down, and they're suspecting arson. So that's fun. But yeah, so the Switch, let me tell you guys about the story. So back in October, I had to travel to Los Angeles for a business trip. And so I'm coming back from LA and I brought my Switch with me and I'm going through LAX and I got called into secondary checking. Now or secondary search, whatever how you want to call it. So the TSA agent took my backpack, set it on a desk, moved me around the desk to where I was behind like a couple of computer screens and in a printer. And I wasn't able to I wasn't directly next to him as he was looking through my bag. I watched him pull out the Nintendo Switch. At the time, I'm holding my laptop, my shoes, my wallet, my phone, trying to fumble with my belt. And so I saw him put back my other cameras, but not put back the Switch. I just automatically assumed he had done it. And then I went and got on my flight, flew to Oakland. In Oakland, I had time to kill. I'll pull up my Switch and I'll play it. That's when I noticed that it was gone. So that fucking sucks. So anyway, I get home and I file a police report or I file a report with TSA. And I'm like, hey, I want you guys to look into this. And they said, okay, well, you have to file a report with the LAPD LAX division because that's the only way we can see security cameras. I'm like, that's really weird. Okay, fine. So I'll file a report with LAPD. So not only did I file a report with LAPD, I also contacted Southwest and said, hey, listen, I was on your flight. This is when I was at the terminal, blah, 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 blah. There was a problem here, I think. And they said, okay, well, we'll take a look for it and whatever. So then the LAPD officer gets back to me where I ask some more information and that's that. But I get, Southwest emails me and they say, we don't have your item. And then they email me a week later and they say, we don't have your item. Then they email me 3 days after that and they say, we have your item. Or I should say, we have an item that is matching the description of your claim. If you want it back, it's going to cost you, you have to pay shipping. So I'm like, well, this is I don't know what it is. They didn't send me a picture. They didn't send me anything. And I'm just like, okay, fine, fuck it. How much is it? And so I overnighted it and it was like $53 to overnight it. And it still took 2 fucking days. So I finally get it. And I actually have a video. I recorded it on my GoPro. I haven't uploaded it yet or nothing like that, but it's of me opening it up and it's my fucking Nintendo Switch. Only thing missing out of it, because I had my Switch, a case, Zelda, ARMS, and Mario plus Rabbids. And the only thing missing out of it was it's my fucking charging cable, my USB-C cable, which is fucking $7. So, Mama MOB, you're getting paid $10. Why are you getting paid $10? That I'm curious about. Oh, are you at work and you're watching and you're getting paid $10 an hour? Who do I think will replace the SJWs when they eventually die out? Are you talking in the context of YouTube, or are you talking in the context of just the world? No, Matt, I get what you're saying there about that. I know it's meant to protect children, but if it's your own fucking property, then what the hell? So I've done security overnight, man. What am I drinking? I'm drinking just iced tea. If you see me drinking McDonald's, it's just iced tea. Will Black Panther make more money than Justice League? It's probable yes. Your mother-in-law got you a Switch case, but no Switch. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Hey, thanks a lot, Nocturnal. I appreciate you watching, buddy. Okay, so let's say, for example, let's just kind of look at the SJW content from the prospect of YouTube. Most SJW content in terms of like videos about how the white men are bad and patriarchy is evil, blah 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 blah. Those are for the most part gone. They have legitimately been run off the platform. These people have been just decimated by the anti-SJWs, those who make response videos with much larger audiences. My biggest complaint with that has always been that the response videos are never really, they're not really as a response as much as they are a reaction, right? They're a reaction to what they're saying because it's usually really stupid. And if there is a response, the response is almost cookie cutter to what they said the last time. And so ultimately, I just kind of gave up doing. I gave up doing those kind of response videos because I felt like it was just stagnating. I just felt like it was. I just felt like I was like, I don't want to do it. So one of the reasons why I don't want to do like trailer reactions on the movie channel, even though people have asked me to do trailer reactions, I'm like, why? It's like oftentimes I'm fighting copyright from the company. I don't know if the video is going to do any well, and I'd rather just, I'd rather talk about it, what I like about it or whatever, than like do just a straight reaction. So there's that. But when it comes to the content here on YouTube, what we're going to be seeing now is a battle between the alt-right and a sorry, I should say larging is not a word, but a growing conservative base of commentators, which is fine. I have nothing against conservative commentators. They will then be growing probably past the, let's say, the skeptic community, which is, again, is a term I'm not a fan of, but that's just a good identifier. And they'll be growing past them in popularity and relevance simply due to the current climate we find ourselves in on a societal level. And then we're going to be seeing a big fight between the skeptics and the alt-right, which would be very interesting if all of a sudden we start seeing a peace treaty somewhat composed between the feminists and the skeptics as a way to discuss their disdain for a mutual enemy, the alt-right. That's where the next step is. SJW content on YouTube will eventually come back when this particular war has been settled. But because of where we are, again, on a societal level, on a political level, this is where we currently find ourselves. I've been asked, why don't I talk more about politics? Why don't I cover politics more? Truth be told, I don't really feel like dealing with the fucking backlash. I deal with enough shit as it is. I don't really want to fucking deal with that shit. So I'll talk about other crap that I find to be more interesting. Now that I have a child, how will I plan to grow my audience? Fuck, dude, I got no fucking idea. At this point, I'm just kind of like holding on for dear life. So you can't see Kilroy doing well, unfortunately, even though it's a good idea. It wasn't organized properly. There's been some problems, Red Rebel. There's absolutely no denying that fact. But the convention, as far as I know, is still going. And there should be a few announcements made very soon. But everyone else who has jumped on board to come on, as far as I know, no speakers recently have dropped out, and I have a feeling you might hear of a few more before it gets to the actual due date. We got Ashley Redmond. Did I see Sargon and Styx versus Spencer? Again, I only saw highlights of it. I did see a couple bits with Styx Hexenhammer, who's a person who I normally don't really pay much attention to. We differ on our politics. However, he was even-headed, very or even-keeled, very cool-headed, had facts in hand, and was very much, I think, destroying Richard Spencer based on the clips that I have seen. Not that it would even remotely matter to Styx. My respect level for him increased exponentially. I thought he did a good job. Sargon, I'm just friends with, so there's that. Kilroy's gonna be Base Mama talking about herself. No. There's a lot more people that you don't know that are going. So do I look forward to the day my daughter kicks my ass and trashes me in video games? I do, actually. It's a long way off, though. She's only 5 weeks old at this point, so she's got a long way to go. But she's adorable, and I get to snuggle with her in the next 2 hours. It'll be pretty cool. So there's that. But after that Bearing interview with Base Mama, am I still giving Kilroy the benefit of the doubt? Yeah, because the information that they talked about, I've already known, and other stuff that he didn't even talk about. I personally have not signed an NDA. It is not my position to reveal that information because that's not my information to reveal. I can only speak about my involvement. I would only speak about my involvement. I can only tell you that there have been missteps, absolutely missteps. It's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But I still feel that ultimately there's a good chance of some good coming from this, one way or the other. And so, here's the thing. Let me tell you guys why I support this shit. 2 reasons. Let me quickly go bring up my own YouTube channel because I got to think. I know the first reason, and then there's oh, okay, fine. Yeah, I know what it is now. I had to go back and reference it. Okay, so I did a video the 31st, right, a couple of days ago, about a gentleman in California who is currently being charged by the state for essentially hate crimes because he criticized an Islamic center on Facebook 5 times. I'm not even kidding you. The state is trying to say that he was inciting hatred and he was, being defamatory essentially, because he posted, and it wasn't even like, kill all Muslims and, I'm gonna throw bacon at your mosque or whatever. It was just like, it was some pretty stupid stuff, but it was at no point was it considered to be an act, a call to arms against somebody or anything that would be against his First Amendment rights to make those comments. Now, the reason why they wanted to bust him is because, oh, how does the media director who runs the Facebook page feel about this? That's literally their argument. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this and the reason why this is important is because this person's free speech, albeit abhorrent speech, but his speech nonetheless is being completely struck down by the state, by the government, and that is a direct violation of his First Amendment rights. That is something that should be discussed at Kilroy, because that is an issue that impacts all of us. Not only that, but the University of Mississippi is running a zero tolerance policy on quite literally any speech that offends anyone. Right? That's how it is. They're trying to stop pervasive hate speech. Okay, but in the process of trying to stop pervasive hate speech, if you say one thing, one microaggression, one comment that some other student doesn't like, they can report you and you can be booted off. That again is a violation, in my personal opinion, of their free speech. All right. Like, again, if they're not calling for an attack on someone, if they're not calling for violence against somebody or the death of somebody, then it ultimately is protected. And this is where we are right now. This is what we're seeing right now. This isn't a theory. This isn't hyperbole. This is legit. This is happening. Our speech is under attack. So yes, the event has had issues. And yes, the event could be presented in a much better way. But the general tenets of what this whole thing is, what it's meant to be, what I believe it's shaping up to be, is something that is so desperately needed, so ultimately crucial, that despite the bullshit from people who wanted to be a shitlord VidCon, I want to see it be a success, and I will push for it to be a success. I will be there to help try to make it a success, because I don't give a shit what your fucking political beliefs are. I believe you have the right to speak them. I believe you have the right to say your mind. And I believe you have the right to be protected from persecution for doing such, unless you call for threats of violence or rape or bombs or things like along those natures. That's how I view it. And that's where I'm at with this right here. And so a lot of the petty commentary, a lot of the snipes that have been made against people involved in this event have been, in my opinion, not productive. And I've just started tuning them the fuck out, because at this point, what does it matter? You're not going, so I don't give a shit. But this event ultimately, to me, speaks more volume about what we need to do. And yes, well, there's been mishandlings. Absolutely. Ultimately, this is for the best. As far as I know, it's still happening. If things change, then they change. But until that moment comes, my heels are dug in. I'm going to be there because it's something I believe in. And I hope people can see that. And I hope people can maybe look past some of what we've seen and some of what you've heard from quote mined videos that I feel in some respects, especially including ones where I was quoted. Yeah. So would I do a daddy-daughter type channel where she opens up toys? Nah, I don't want to do that, man. I just don't. You still want a ball pit? Dude, I guarantee you a fucking ball pit will be there. Even if I have to bring it myself, a ball pit will be there. Why? Because fuck DashCon. Fuck DashCon. Hey, good night, Charlie. Thanks for coming in, man. You feel I got paid. I didn't get paid, man. I'm not making any money off of this whatsoever. I'm having my flight compensated. I'm not making any money off of this. legitimately based upon the stories that I cover and the things that I've talked about for years now, and my stance on free speech for years now, this is why I believe in it. And I wish like Dave Cullen would come back on board now that Sister Danger's out. I really wish Dave would get back on board. I think Dave could really calm the waters here. Hold on, I got a super chat here from something redundant saying, would I consider using a decentralized creator platform that pays in crypto like Props or Rise as a way to escape the apocalypse? I'm not against it, something redundant. If I was going to go into something along those lines, if I was going to go into creating a platform like that, or going into a platform like that, I would create very specific content for that platform. I wouldn't just want to spread it around. I feel like that is not going to be a way to build an audience. But at the same time, I produce a lot of content, so for me, it's difficult to do something like that. Magog, I feel I get your worry. We've had talks about this, man. I know where you're coming from. I can't guarantee anything. I'm not guaranteeing anything. All I know is I'm just going to see it through to the end, good or bad. I got to do it at this point. I feel it's bigger than all of us, and I have to put up with that. My daughter is. I want my daughter to inherit a better world. I do. I want my daughter to inherit a better world, and I can't sit there and not fight for something that I care about and put on an event help put on an event like this that is over an issue that not only is a way for me to earn a living to support my kid and my girlfriend and my home and my cats and my family, but everyone else who is also in the same boat. And that's why it's important. Sunny Jim, people out there, they care about free speech, but it's also one of those things where the idea of free speech gets kind of like really kind of tossed around. Yes, the general conception of free speech, the First Amendment, is the government cannot prosecute you. But California, the government's prosecuting. So that's a direct violation. That is a legitimate violation. The rest of it is societal. The rest of it is absolutely societal. And how we view things. Say the wrong thing, lose your job. Watch Chappelle's comedy specials, man. The Bird Redemption. Watch that. Goes off a lot about it and shit like that. Where we are right now. You hear about it all the time. Like I was watching, what was I watching? Was it the show Good News or something? And they're making fun of snowflakes and shit because this type of just regressive behavior is now being mocked by television because they see it for what it is. Regressive, idiocy, lunacy, all of these things. So now is the time to fight back. If you guys don't remember, there was a huge thing in the 90s. We had politically correct everything. Oh, you can't say this, you can't say that. Before the words like microaggressions are out there, those kind of stuff. This is precursor to that shit. And the thing was, it was bad for a few years. It was really bad for a few years. But then people fought back. They got over it, right? Then you get to the 2000s and the early 2000s, and look at the comedies, man. Look at like the American Pies. Look at anything with like Seth Rogen up until like a couple years ago. It was just really raunchy, dirty comedy. Everyone was saying whatever. Go back and watch the first couple seasons of Chappelle's Show, right? Look to see what Chappelle was doing in terms of not only mocking race, but mocking stereotypes and a lot of other aspects, and very much making it a thing that was like at the time. And I was having discussions with some black friends of mine about, the use of the N-word on the show, and more or less like, hey, do you think it's going to open it up for like kind of like really just destigmatizing the word, just really just breaking it down? And they were like, yeah. And the thing is, Richard Pryor tried the same shit back in the day, man. Maybe not to the same extent Chappelle was doing it, but it was very close to just like really kind of breaking down those barriers. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know when that shift went down. Helicopter parenting, fucking gold stars for wiping your ass, participation trophies for simply writing your name on your goddamn fucking SATs. It gets bad. And the only way for us to fight back right now is to continue talking about it, not only on YouTube, which is now the predominant media platform, but also to hold events like Kilroy, to see it through, to try to make it as good as humanly possible, and to go from there. That's my spiel on it. You guys can take it, you can leave it. I got a super chat here I want to read. Ashley Redmond says here, straight up, the ineptitude of based and the misdirection of dangerous responses. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, no, I get it. There's trust me when I say this, man. Like, and I've told Base Mama, like, it got You got kind of dumb. Like, you need a PR person. They're now working with an event coordinator to get it done just right. So they are doing what they can, I believe, to make it the right way. I think. I hope. If it goes tits up, trust me, I'll fucking tell you. And and trust me, if it goes tits up, I will catch a world of shit, an absolute world of shit. But I am poised to take that hit. If I fucked up on this case, I will admit that I fucked up. But in the meantime, in the interim, leading up into the 3rd week of April of this year, I feel like this is the right call. That's kind of my my spiel on it, my impassioned response, so to speak. So why collect pans? I don't know. I can't. You're not used to seeing me live stream. Yeah, I was doing it a lot for a while, and then I kind of backed off for a little bit. If my daughter has to start making videos, would I allow her to do so? Yes, Matt. If my daughter wanted to make videos, I would. It would be certain things, and then of course I would 100% disable the comments. I would 100% disable the comments. And what I would do is I would disable the comments, and then I would say, come over to the Facebook group, or come over to a Reddit page, or come over to another forum where it's not, you would have to legitimately take those extra steps, which would probably eliminate like 90+% of any kind of scummy fucking people. And then I'd be able to monitor those fuckers. If they came in, I'd be able to boot them, but I would guarantee take down the comment section. If this goes tits up, would be going to a titty bar be the alternative? Probably. Thoughts on the SJWs and the alt-right joining forces? No, Heath. That's not going to happen, man. Like, it's funny to think about, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. Is there hope? Is there no hope for a YouTube alternative? Probably. That feels very pessimistic of me to say, but what it is Google pays the money to keep YouTube the #1. So there could be no competitor. That's the fucking truth, man. The only competitor that's going to come out of this really, I think, is going to be whatever comes out of fucking China. So how many hours left until feeding? I got an hour and a half till feeding. So hour and a half till I got to feed. Actually, yeah, like if you like, the thing is, hold off on anything right now. I think a budget is coming. I think that next step is coming. So keep an eye out for that one. Why does everyone in California have tiny? Oh, you're talking, tiny dogs. I don't know. It's a Paris Hilton thing. When Paris Hilton was big and that whole thing was blowing up, all of a sudden everyone started getting these little fucking dogs, and they were annoying as shit. Are we ever going to see something positive for YouTube soon, Travis? I have no idea, buddy. I wish I could tell you that. Yeah, I wish I could tell you. Yeah, I wish I could say, yeah, we're totally gonna get it, but we're not. Red Rebel, this is my your first time watching me stream. So I'm glad you are enjoying it, and I'm sorry you can't sleep. Usually a nice warm glass of milk and a hardcore masturbation job will take care of that for you. Thoughts on the Drunken Peasants ending? I did already kind of talk about this, Top Dog, but to reiterate, it's unfortunate. I like the podcast. I like the people involved. I was hoping to spend more time with them when they lived here in Seattle. I was actually really excited when I moved up here because they were so close, and then it was just kind of hard connecting. And I hope eventually TJ, Scotty, and Paul come back to Washington. I don't think so because of the cost necessarily, but if they do, I would be like, dude, fucking move down to where I'm at and shit. It's fucking chill. I live in the forest. I mean, like, it is what it is, and it's a lot more cheaper. So actually, I agree. It was poorly handled. They know this. They are absolutely aware of this, and I think they're working on it. So you want to do a more Scar event, be better than Kilroy with blackjack and hookers? Yes, blackjack and hookers, man. Bring it on. Thoughts on ASMR? I think ASMR. I don't know. I don't really have to think about ASMR. Did TJ decide to let Ben continue or not? I don't know, man. I haven't seen anything from TJ with like whatever this new show is he's working on. Any local events I'm going to? Site Beyond Site. I got to talk with Repsion about the possibility of co-hosting like a meetup, because apparently we both have lots of viewers in the Washington area, and we talked about it a little bit. Maybe now that it's past the holidays, we can organize something and get together. I've never personally put one on. I feel personally like weird thing I don't know I could ever do on myself. Like, hey, everyone, why don't you come on out and meet Mundane Man? I'll be hanging outside of this titty bar, have myself a carne asada burrito and a nice ice cold McDonald's $1 iced tea. Come say hi, shake my hand, get a photo taken, and then give me money to go to the strip club. But yeah, I think we're gonna do something like that. I couldn't do it myself. I don't feel right doing it myself. I feel like very egotistical doing it myself. But if I have Daniel with me, if I have Repsion with me, then it's totally fine. It's like combining birthday parties, man. Masturbation, ASMR, and Popeyes. You'll never need sleeping pills again. That's very true. What game I'm most excited for in 2018? Very much probably either Red Dead Redemption or Days Gone. I haven't been playing a lot of games lately, to be honest with you. So those are the two top of my head. What's Repsion like? About what he's like in his videos. Very chill, very cool guy. Daniel's great. Ben of DP still lives in Seattle. Yeah, I know Ben still lives in Bellevue. And if Ben wanted me to go on the Ben Pie show, I would drive my ass up there again. Fallout 4 VR. No, man, I don't want to do. I wear glasses. I don't want to do VR. If Kilroy was held at a titty bar, you'd buy me a shot and a burrito. I'd take that. Chances of Rockstar porting GTA 5 to the Switch? Nah, it's too huge. What's my favorite gay porn? Anything with Mia Malkova and another chick. So how are things? It's 24 degrees Celsius. Man, come on, Robo. I don't know what 24 degrees. What is that? I got to look that up there. 24 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. That is 75 degrees. It's not bad. That's good. That's a good number. Right now, what am I? Let me take a look because it's winter where I'm at. What? Yeah. Let's see here. According to me, what? It says it's. Oh wait, hold on. It's 4 Celsius for me right now, or 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's not so bad. We have overcast. I get a lot of cloud cover coming in from the coastline, so that really kind of sets it up. So yeah, for it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Okay, let me see. It's like 60 in SoCal. Yeah, man. Fuck, I wish I was in SoCal. I says we hit Octasian. I did hit the gym tonight. This is 0 calorie iced tea. I usually go and I buy like four of these things, and I just kind of drink them. Eye candy here. Congrats on the baby girl. Love your face. Say epic. I need to lurk and sleep later, guys. Thanks a lot, Eye Candy, for coming in. Really appreciate it. And yeah, Madison is freaking gorgeous. She is such a cutie. Every time I look at her, she's just kind of like, I'll say something to her. She'll go, nah. She just grunts and squeaks. I mean, she's 5 weeks old. And so, Samara Draven, I saw your review of The Last Jedi. I gotta say, I'm comforted you made a constructive criticism of it. You have to understand, like, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me bring this up here. Okay, so you see that right there? So that's a Millennium Falcon rug next to my YouTube gold silver play button. That's on the other side of that is my prop claws from Wolverine from Logan. Then I've got a whole bunch of Star Wars wall art there, and then a bunch of fucking clutter that I just am too lazy to take care of. So let me just readjust that. Fuck, goddamn. Okay. Microphone default. Okay, that should work. Okay, there we go. It's registering. Okay. All right. Fixed. Fixed. There it is. Okay. So sorry, I didn't know when it cut out. Is good. Good. We're good. Okay. If you guys can hear me, press 1. How about that? If you can hear me, press 1. 10 out of 10 would be deafened again. That's right. God damn it. Okay. We're getting a lot of ones here. All right. Jesus Christ. You fucking guys. Do I watch John Campea? I do. But back to the thing. The Last Jedi, as evidenced by what's behind me, I'm a big Star Wars fan. The movie I felt had a lot of problems, narratively, character wise. We saw things with the Force that we should not have seen, or that should have been better explained. Characters that we're supposed to feel sorry for, we have no emotional connection to. There's problems there, and someone greenlit this. Someone let this happen. And as a result, it's so funny to watch the backlash, because it's like the people that are angry at the movie, I believe, have every right to be angry at the movie. And as a result of it, a lot of them are being kind of slandered in the media as being like, oh, they're just elitists of Star Wars. Like, no, you fucking cockknocker. We're fucking fans of the goddamn fucking franchise. We want these characters. How about we want one of the most popular and famous and influential pop culture characters of literally all time. And I'm talking literature, man. Be Luke fucking Skywalker. You want him handled the right way. That was not the right way. So I wouldn't say there was an anti-white male message. They just didn't stock it full of white people. I had no problem with that, to be honest with you. I don't care, provided the story and the characters are good. I literally don't care. Like Ghostbusters, people always go, "Oh, you just fucking hate the women." I'm like, no, I actually legitimately like Melissa McCarthy. Kristen Wiig is fucking hysterical. Kate McKinnon is a god of comedy, and Leslie Jones is a talentless hack. But that being said, if they would have treated the movie with respect and treated the characters and the setting with respect, the movie would have been a lot better. They did none of that. So my criticism is not about the females being cast in the movie. It was that the movie sucked. So there's that. So a cable transmission tower. What are you talking about, Kenley? So can we have some fucking space aliens in a movie set in space? Sure. Yeah, Chelsea, I got to look into more of the whole Magic the Gathering situation, because I did hear about the VP marketing saying that police reports were like basically fake news, and I'm like, you can't really make up fake news. You can't that like you can't call that fake news. Yes, this is a Blue Yeti microphone. Top Dog, what are my thoughts on Tarantino directing a future Star Trek movie? Fuck yeah, dude. Like I do like Trek. I'm more of a Star Wars fan, obviously, but I love me some Trek. And I think that Tarantino tackling Trek is just going to be wild. If that is his swan song of a fucking film, if he's only doing the 10 movies and that's his swan song, then I can't wait. But he has a writer's room for it, right? Like he's not writing and directing it. He's got a writer's room that's going to be plotting out this movie, this hard R Star Trek movie. I'm like, fuck it, dude, bring it on. Will I review Fire and Fury? I need to finish reading it or listening to the audiobook. Is Kathleen Kennedy the Kevin Feige of Star Wars right now? She is technically the Kevin Feige, but she's like Kevin Feige if Kevin Feige was an intern on his first day going and suddenly found himself in charge of a studio, even though she's been with Lucasfilm since like the 80s. Do I want a gay Darth Vader? No. What's my fave Trek series? The Orville. Nah, my favorite Trek series straight up is TNG. TNG is the shit, man. Even with fucking Will Wheaton being a little bitch. I haven't seen BoJack Horseman. Is Fire and Flames really that interesting? It's it gives you an interesting look into the complexities of the Trump White House, and it gives you a look into the mentality of Trump. Also, it gives you a good look into Steve Bannon. And I was listening to it today, and I caught to the Gamergate reference. It was one or two lines, clearly not correct, but that's what's there. And it's not bad. It just gives you this idea. Like my girlfriend's listening to it too, and she told me she's like, I used to hate Trump because she did. She fucking hated him. She's like, I used to hate Trump, but I've been listening to this thing, and I don't hate him anymore. I feel sorry for him. She's like, I don't think he wanted to be president. I think he just wanted to use this to get more famous, and then he won. It's like a gamble, like be careful what you wish for situation. And I think that's more accurate than not. I do. I think he didn't expect to win. I think he played the game, but he didn't expect to win. Now, here's the thing when it comes to the Russia situation, because people say, well, if he didn't want to win, then how did he collude with Russia? Well, truth be told, he still wanted to cause as much damage as humanly possible to his opponent. That is the Trump way. But he stacked his campaign with inexperienced political people. So people who didn't know the rules, didn't know campaign laws. And I think they predominantly screwed up. And I think that's where it's going to come from. I don't know if Trump did anything personally, but I guarantee you his dumb shit son Don did. And I think Jared Kushner, Paul Manafort, Michael Flynn, Jeff Sessions, all them other people did some stupid shit. And I think now that's what we're going to find out. And it's going to be true if he starts pardoning people. So there's definitely that. Okay, hold on. There's a thing about Trump wanted publicity for a startup news channel. Yeah, the Trump TV, right? Well, apparently that's still a thing. Because one girl left CNN to go work for Trump TV. How should you season your Tide Pods? What the fuck is up with the Tide Pod shit? What is up with the Tide Pod? Russia didn't make you vote for Trump. Maybe they did. Maybe they did in a way you didn't realize. We are susceptible to media on the internet, especially memes. And you can't sit there. Here's the thing. I don't know what you saw during the election. You don't know what I saw during the election. But if it's memes, if it's stuff being shared around from the Donald, that's being heavily pushed around in different conservative sites, that's entirely possible that some of it could have been a plant. Not to say all of it was or any of it was. I don't know for certain, but I'm saying it's a possibility that something could have been a plant. And the thing is if WikiLeaks, I do think WikiLeaks fucked their reputation on this one. When will CNN collapse? Never. So check Arch Warhammer's video on Star Wars Hyperspace. It kills the fantasy. Yeah, that was kind of a bold move with her doing that whole thing on there. Was Trump TV as biased as one expects? Pretty much. I think it's running in Trump Tower. So, do I know who touched my spaghetti? No. He campaigned in the swing states. So here's the thing, Spawn Freak. He played the game. He played the electoral game. Because if he wasn't playing the electoral game, it would look like he wanted to lose. He couldn't have the appearance that he wanted to lose. He had to play it straight. Absolutely. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, was pretty much like, reportedly like preordained to win. So she didn't campaign in those states, thinking it was an automatic go to her. That's what happened. Had Hillary Clinton campaigned in those couple states, Michigan and Wisconsin predominantly, she would have won. Like hands down would have won. If she would have played that game. But because she believed her own fucking fart smell, she fucked up. DSP wax off during a debate. Will Bernie run in 2020? Bernie or Biden? And it's possible that will be the ticket. Bernie should have won. I believe Bernie should have. I think Bernie would have ended up. Here's the thing. Hillary legitimately won the primaries, but the primaries and the caucuses are such a fucking wrecked system that, like, as much as I'm not a fan of the Electoral College, Christ, those systems are way worse. They need to be fixed. Everything. But essentially, yeah, like if the DNC hadn't fucked with him the way that they did, he might have had a better shot. He clearly had the numbers. Bernie versus Cyborg Bernie in 2050. Fuck it, fund it. Mundane Matt for president of space. No, I'm good, man. I'm saying had she not stolen the primaries, which I agree with, Bernie would have probably walked away. So let's see here. You don't feel sorry for him. He keeps fucking up. Yeah, he does. If Bernie won the primary, good chance the Democrats would have been in the White House. Yeah, I agree. I think so. So you'd rather go to war with North Korea over Russia? Everyone would, man, except for the fucking nuclear fallout. I'm telling you though, man. I'm telling you, if they were to go to like if we were to go to war with North Korea, or if North Korea was going to retaliate, they'd want it's mutually assured destruction. They fired a missile the other day that fucking hit one of their own cities. So, I mean, clearly they're like, we have an ICBM that can target anywhere in the United States in 30 minutes. And they're like, let's test this. Pew! And they kill their own fucking people because they're incompetent idiots. But they're trying, and eventually one day they'll get there. And so we have to figure out a way. And that's one of the reasons why I think that Trump playing chicken with Kim Jong-un, not my favorite thing on the planet, but I kind of understand it. At the same time, Kim Jong-un is like, I think he's bigger, he's crazier than I am. So I'm gonna call South Korea and be like, hey, listen, dog, you want to get together for a StarCraft 2 LAN party? We can fucking hash this shit out. All right, I'll even let you be the Zerg. So there's that. Well, here's the thing with North Korea, it's mutually assured destruction. If I were Kim Jong-un and backed into a corner, I would want to cause as much damage as humanly possible. And the only way to do that, the most legitimate way to do that, would be to fire a nuke at South Korea, at Seoul. You'd end up dying yourself too, but you take out the people who you hate, and that would be them. So I love that the conversation in the chat right now, quite literally, is a mixture of like Kim Jong-un is a fucking retard and The Last Jedi fucking sucked. There are dual conversations happening right now in the chat, and it is very hard to keep up with both of them. Progress is war. Can we find a way to deactivate North Korea's nukes and make it look like an accident? I think they're doing okay in that regard on their own. Better than a war with Iran? I do not disagree. Yeah, Iran. The thing is, so here's the thing. Look at Iran and the protests. At this point, the CIA would be better off trying to fund those protests. The CIA would be fucking hell. No, that's the thing. Is this the CIA would be best trying to run a fucking a psyops campaign over there and try and fucking fuel that shit. They tried it with fucking Cuba. It failed, but they've had time to learn and adapt. Hey, what's going on, Alfonso? Happy New Year to you too, buddy. It used to be a Democrat, and it's entirely shocking how much your views have changed. My views have changed a little bit, but I consider myself just like a centrist, or I don't know, like a libertarian, I guess, maybe, because I believe like in that shit, but I don't like to be kind of pigeonholed in. CIA should get the People's Republic some crack. So Trump pretty much ruined this on Rocket Man. Nah, Rocket Man is still great. Drop Coca-Cola and textbooks. Iran will free itself. Maybe. How do I think the final episode of the Star Wars trilogy will end? Probably a lot better than The Last Jedi. Do I think if we attack North Korea first, Russia and China would turn on the US? No, I don't think so. But we'd have to have a really solid, good reason to attack North Korea first. Like a legitimately solid, good reason to attack them first. So I don't think we have one necessarily right now. But I mean, like if it were me and like I was going to be a shady as fuck president trying to take out North Korea, man, I would literally just start like, I would find a way to use the people, because what it is, you got to turn the people against him, right? You got to turn the people against Kim Jong-un. Like, and that's, you give them food, just basic necessities. I mean, go over there and like give one of them a hug and just say, it's okay. Daddy loves you, you know? And they're like, oh my God, they'll do anything for you. Or, you know, I mean, I don't support this, but you could always just, you know, straight fucking mustard gas them from space. You're going to get a lot of fucking, you're going to get a lot of casualties there. And it's not something I recommend, but it's kind of a quick, easy problem. So, Kim Jong-un is the white left. What? Oh, man. Yeah, no, Serpentotia. Yeah, they did. There's a lot. We could, here's the thing. I'm gonna have to do this on $3 Theaters. Hold the stream discussing The Last Jedi. Mad Evil Genius, $2 Australian. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate it. So it's hard to play the good guys when you drop bombs on your neighbors. Yeah, more flies of sugar. I agree. Again, it's a tough situation. You know what I mean? It's a tough situation. There's over 20 million people in that country. They are in desperate need of a revolution. And the thing is, they've been brainwashed, or they're too afraid to do anything themselves. They have nuclear technology because North Korea wants to fucking be a world global player. It can't. I mean, they're running out of food. They're sending out their fishing vessels further and further into the waters trying to catch fish with untrained people. And those people are dying at sea, and those boats are winding up on the Japanese shoreline frequently, like for the last couple years. They're not in good conditions. I mean, at this point, you could just starve them out, right? But the last thing you want to do is have that fat fuck Kim Jong-un that looks like a rumpled foreskin fucking head sit there and be like, well, I'm going to die. I might as well fucking fire off a nuke and then just kill myself. Because like he's like the last one left sort of thing. What's my opinion on Venezuela? I don't quite know all that's going on in Venezuela. I just know it's bad. Will North Korea be Trump's crowning moment? He will use it as such. Absolutely. Channel idea, mundane thoughts on BS. Yeah. The interview is funny as hell, dude. I fucking love The Interview. I love that movie. I love that movie for two things. One, it's a funny movie, and two, it brought Spider-Man back to the MCU. Kim doesn't shit, he's a god. Yeah, pretty much. And unicorns apparently existed at one point in fucking North Korea, because there's apparently a unicorn skeleton. Sarin gas is cheaper than mustard nation. Morning. There we go. Wings clipped. There. You just solved the North Korea problem. All right. Or the North Korea question. How to stop North Korea? Sarin gas. 2 words. A whole lot of pain. Thoughts on youth in Asia? Review Tech Gorillas USA. That'd be pretty funny, Tony Diamond. What are my thoughts on Ireland? There's Guinness there. I don't like Guinness. But apparently, from what I've seen, it's really beautiful, and I'd love to go there one day. Hold on. I'm watching The Last Jedi. I was like having Ryan Johnson tell me to sit across the room and watch while he fucked my dad. Oh shit. And Max Drags, yeah, I know about the missile hitting the city. Whatever happened to the Midnight Says podcast and their SJW Turn Last Jedi? They had an SJW Turn. I don't know if Midnight's Edge After Dark is still here. I don't think they had an SJW take on The Last Jedi. I think people have different opinions on it. Thoughts on Ben Shapiro? Ben is a smart person, but he is wrong sometimes in his own right. Like, I think he's right on social issues, but he was so wrong on net neutrality. And oh my god, did you watch that interview with him with Ajit Pai? He was literally just like, the whole fucking time. And he had one hand on the shaft. He was working the tip and then just fondling the balls. Oh, it was terrible to watch. It was terrible. The Last Jedi was a crappy version of Logan. I don't fully disagree, Mr. DJ Fly High. I don't fully disagree entirely. I do think it's kind of funny. It just makes me really want to go watch Logan again, right? Because Logan's such a great movie. These streams are comfy as fuck, by the way. I'm glad you like them. This is more of an impromptu thing. I was going to play PUBG for a couple hours. Am I cool with Positive Smash, Billy the Fridge, and Jeff Holiday? I'm cool with Billy the Fridge. I don't know Positive Smash, and Jeff Holiday lives in like Eugene, Oregon, man. That's like fucking 5 hours away. Shapiro lies quite often. You want to see an X-23 film? That's not going to happen now. That's not going to happen. Just simply because
it's not going to happen because there's the whole Disney thing, unless Fox like tries to rush it through, which I kind of hope they do. So, any update on the Nazi pug trial? When will that dog be placed in jail? I know that goddamn Buddha. He is such a Nazi pug. They were supposed to be yesterday. They were supposed to go to court for basically like the verdict. Count Dankula believes that he's guilty. That he's already been found guilty, and it's more or less now the sentencing. The rest of us are holding out hope, but they fucking pushed it back, man. They pushed it back until March. They're just fucking with him at this point. They're fucking with him, and it's horrible to watch. Dankula is such a nice guy. He's such a, it's one of those things where I love to crowdfund it for him to like, seek asylum here in the United States under persecution for making a pug do Sieg Heil. Like, fuck me. Right. It's so ridiculous. Okay. Hold on. Ken. wait. Okay. Wait. The cable transmissions do not exist. Think about what you said about the West Lawn. You're talking about the fucking Gorilla Channel thing. I think I said in that video that like you would have seen a hastily constructed transmission tower being put together. There would have been news stories about that. I said that it was some bullshit. He posted another Nazi pug video. Jamie, do you have a link to that? Because that's something I want to see. So yeah, there's that. Fucking I feel bad for Dank, man, because Noah Schmidt here says it right. There's that good old Scottish freedom that fucking Mel Gibson fought for. If Dank goes down, we Brits gonna campaign. I hope so, man. Fucking gotta, again, free speech issues there. It's a free speech. People were upset that he was like, he was all like, Buddha, gas the juice, gas the juice, Buddha, Sieg Heil. It was the cutest fucking thing. I showed that to like my Jewish friend, and he laughed his fucking ass off. Punished Hamill. He tried to fucking okay, look, dude, I don't know what you're telling me right now. Why don't you email me the mondaymat@gmail.com, email me and we'll talk about it, okay? Because I literally I don't know what you're saying to me right now if that's what you're referring to. You remember the video with the dog, Tony Diamond? It's a great video. Yo, Matt, can we crowdfund to buy the pug a Nazi uniform? Put little Buddha on some Hugo Boss fucking Nazi threads. I think that would be taking it too far, but also really funny. Let's see here. Mr. DJ Fly High says 2 questions. Thoughts on the TAC being the next Kilroy 2? Which death was sadder, Logan's or Luke Skywalker's? Straight up, for one, what is the TAC? I don't know what that is off the top of my head. So I have no fucking idea. You have to give me the idea there. As for number 2, Logan, dude. Logan, just tear my fucking heart out. Just tear it. Luke, I was just angry. I left the theater and my dad was like, "Oh, did you like the movie?" And I'm all like, I don't know how I felt about that. So yeah, I need to, Matt Blank, I probably am going to end up turning my desk around because I just have clutter back there. It's like, we have a house. This is all my shit. This is my office. I'm in here all the fucking time. I'm just horrible at this. But hold on. I want to answer the other question that Mr. DJ Fly High said. I just don't know what TAC is. I'm just looking to see here. But I agree with you about changing the setup. I want to. That's why I'm going to do more stuff with the Canon. Thoughts on Black Pigeon Speaks? I like him. I don't watch all of his videos, but I have nothing against the guy. Okay. The atheist, is that what it is? The Atheist Conference? I don't know what that is. I think there was one video from Noel Plum. I think he mentioned it or something. I didn't watch it. I just saw it being spread around. So there's that. Divine Petulance, you should watch Logan. If it tears your heart out, it's fine. It's fine. I'll tell you what I knew was going to happen. So Patrick Stewart was on The Late Show with Colbert, and they were talking about it before the movie came out. And Colbert says he watched it, and he goes, I got to the end of the movie, and I just cried. So I just broke down crying. And he says it with like a lot of emotion behind him because, you know, Colbert is ultimately an emotional dude. And Patrick Stewart like reaches over and he holds his hand and he says, "It's okay." Right. And I'm just like, you motherfucker. Like, I'm like, oh, I know what's coming. I know what's coming. Oh God, Logan. Logan, I think to me is, the more I think about it, probably the best picture of last year. You know, I mean, just, it was so fucking good. I haven't seen War for the Planet of the Apes though. But anyway, if the Atheist Convention is a conference or something, I don't know anything about it. I can't say it's going to be Kilroy too. But again, if it's an idea that promotes free speech or a thing that promotes free speech, I'm on board with it. I'm totally on board. Baywatch was the best one. No, it wasn't. I wanted to love. I wanted to love Baywatch. I really did. The trailer made me laugh. The movie, I didn't laugh at all. Blade Runner, Noah, was fantastic, but like, it just, Blade Runner is Blade Runner, and I thought 2049 was, it blew away all my expectations. Really fucking loved it, right? Really fucking loved Blade Runner. But man, you go into Logan, and this, I mean, like, here's the thing is, yeah, Blade Runner 1982 to fucking 2017, you're talking 35 fucking years, you know, like Harrison Ford is back as Deckard and shit. I mean, it picks up, it's good, it is solid, but man, you get into fucking Logan, and you're talking, this is, you know, we've only seen one instance of Richard Deckard, right? So it's not like we had like fucking 14 appearances like goddamn Wolverine. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine started when I was 18 years old in you know, July 2000, when X-Men came out, and seeing Wolverine on the screen for the first time, and then seeing the progression of not only the character but Hugh Jackman in the role, going X-Men 1, X-Men 2, X-Men 3, the cameo in X-Men First Class, even X-Men Origins Wolverine, which I still don't think was as horrible. Okay, the fucking ending was garbage, but the rest of it wasn't as bad, you know. And then I feel like the Wolverine was fantastic. I loved the Wolverine. Days of Future Past was great. You know, like there was the scenes in Apocalypse when you know, he's just shredding people to shit in fucking Alkali Bay. Just like all of those things. And then you get to the end and you get to Logan, and it's this old, tired, broken, beaten man who you've watched for like nearly, you know, for 17 fucking years. You've watched this guy throughout time period after time period fight his way. And he's getting to the end of his days, and he does it to protect his fucking daughter, dude. Like, oh, I think I might love it more now that I have a daughter. Because at the time when the movie came out, my girlfriend didn't know she was pregnant. We found out a month later. So like, there's that, but it's like, you maybe that's influencing my thoughts on it now, but you get into it, man. You're just like, fuck, dude, that was fucking great. Will the movie Kung Fury was a massive disappointment. Kung Fury was great, man. I loved Kung Fury. Look, here's the thing. The Kung Fury had David Hasselhoff do the goddamn song. Okay, that's fantastic. Emmanuel, I've kind of touched upon that stream. I thought Styx did very well. Did Professor X dying not impact me? No. Impacted me, right? It was a setup for what was going to come, but just again, tear my heart out. Who's hotter, Alexandra Daddario or Scarlett Johansson? Alexandra Daddario. Do I think a Gears of War live action will work? They're making one. They've been trying to do a live action Gears of War now for years. I don't know. So Kung Fu Hustle is fantastic. Stephen Chow is great. Will Disney ruin the Star Wars trilogy? Well, I mean, they're kind of 2 for 2 at this point, so maybe. I haven't seen Inside the Llewellyn Davids yet. I haven't seen that yet. BioShock live action movie, again, they've been talking about that for a long time. So yeah, Kung Fury 2, and they're doing the feature length version, Allie. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I haven't seen the trailer for the Slender Man movie. Is it have anything to do with the murders? Like any chance of them surprising with a Phil Coulson in Infinity War? Oh man, no. Probably not. Although they should to bookend it. To bookend it, they totally fucking should, but they've already wrapped filming on it, and it's just gotten pretty bad. Who's worse, GTA YouTubers or Logan Paul? Logan Paul. Thoughts on Styx, Hex, and Hammer and Razor Fist being long lost twins? That was the thing too. Styx was going to come out for fucking Kilroy, and Phoenix and Razor Fist lives in Phoenix. So like seeing Razor Fist and Styx together would have been very interesting. FNAF movie when? I don't know. Warner's commissioned it, but we haven't seen much about it. Will Sony make the meme movie? Wasn't that what the emoji movie was essentially? You can't send. I don't know. You're gonna have to count Dankula if you want to send Buddha a little fucking Hugo Boss, neo-Nazi SS officer uniform. Styx is still coming out. Is he still coming out? Because I thought he said I know he's not going to the event, but I don't know if he says he's going out there anymore or not. I've read the first issue of the Star Wars or first 2 issues of Star Wars comics tie-in, and I think the story group is something to do with that. So, what films am I looking forward to? Clearly, Avengers: Infinity War, Deadpool 2, obviously. There's that new one coming out, The Den of Thieves, with 50 Cent and Gerard Butler and Ice Cube's kid. I keep seeing the trailer; it looks pretty good. Nothing's moving behind me. It'd be my chair moving. So Logan Paul is just a prank bro as a person. Yeah, pretty much. The name of the stream is akin to waking up early for work and helping people are online on Facebook. Pretty much. I've heard of Dark on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, TJ removed the Death of DP episode from his. Wow. Maybe. What is my favorite HBO show that isn't Game of Thrones? That would probably be Eastbound and Down, which I am. I haven't seen the last, I think, season of yet, but I really love the first couple. I like Studio Ghibli, but I have to be in the right fucking mood to fucking watch it. Oh yeah, Super Troopers 2 came out, man. Fuck yeah. Fucking so dry up here. Super Troopers 2, Halloween coming out later on this year. I have to go look to see. I'm so behind. I feel so behind lately. Aquaman. I really want to see Aquaman, mostly because I thought that Jason Momoa was great in Justice League. I was like, oh, Aquaman, fuck Aquaman. And you see, you're like, all right, I can get behind it. Samara Draven asks, what TV show do you think will make a good game? I really feel I mean, obviously there's the answer Game of Thrones and shit. Because it'd be really cool, third person Morrowind type adventure, what if Bethesda tackled, Game of Thrones and shit. I think that'd be fucking dynamite. But a TV show that'd be really good, I think, as a game would be something like maybe, obviously, again, a survival horror, something like Walking Dead would be pretty good. Breaking Bad would be an interesting kind of GTA-esque type of game, where you had to try to run an empire sort of thing, and then, do that. I don't know how well the game would be, but what else is there? What other shows do I watch? Star Trek Discovery would probably be a pretty good game. The Orville could be kind of fun. I think the MacGyver would be good. I haven't seen the new MacGyver yet. I haven't seen it, so I have no idea. Yeah, late night stream, Miles. I got another hour till I got to feed the kid. The Strain. I haven't seen past season 1. I know it's done now. I want to see it. Stranger Things, because it'd basically be Silent Hill. Not against that idea. Westworld would be cool, especially if you could fuck all the robots. It'd be kind of fun. It's all you've reached the end of your day here. What do you want to do? Fuck robots. What's my favorite genre of music and favorite artist? My favorite genre, I don't think I necessarily have a favorite genre, but I can tell you a favorite decade. I really, really like 90s music, with the exception of country, but all that stuff. I grew up in the 90s, so I'm kind of at that age, that point in my life where it's I'm going to go back and listen to Goo Goo Dolls. But I listened to a lot of I really love Daft Punk. I really love Daft Punk. A lot of great stuff. Elite Dangerous with better bounty hunter features. That could be good. That could be good. Oh yeah, I've heard good things about the new MacGyver. I mean, they're in a second season, so I mean, clearly, chances of a third South Park game, I would assume pretty high. I'm pretty sure it did pretty well. The Macarena. Hey man, yes, and also Spice Girls. Am I ever gonna do a PO box? Yeah, no, Titan. I have one. Go check out my Twitter profile, man. It's on there. Frank Sobotka. Have you seen Interstellar 5555? Because that was fucking cool, man. Ben Swolo. That's pretty great. Westworld equals sex bot the movie, pretty much. So check the kid soon. I can trust me if she wakes. My girlfriend's sleeping next to her right now. If the girlfriend wakes up and my phone starts ringing out to cut the stream, but until then, it's all good. Let me just quickly check Twitter. Have I watched The Blacklist? I've seen Steggy. I've seen the first season of the show. I liked it. I am so far behind at this point. So there's definitely that. Oh, okay. Apparently, someone just sent me an article. Oh no, Godless Monk did. If you pirate, will mess with your nest. Warns the East Coast ISP. Well, the key there is to not get caught pirating. Was my girlfriend born a woman? Can confirm. Hey, Sunny Jim, thanks for coming in, man. Have yourself a great day. Yeah, no, I need to catch up on The Blacklist, obviously. When it comes to MacGyver, I very much love Richard Dean Anderson. So there's that. I also loved him in StarCraft SG-1. Which was worse, Luke Cage or Iron Fist? I'm going to go with Luke Cage, man. Iron Fist may not have been like Daredevil. I had a lot of fun with Iron Fist. I had a lot of fun with Luke Cage too. But Luke Cage, just there was some design, there were some things on that show I did not care for. The By Felicia was just so out of fucking place. L Master 48. Yeah, people keep asking why like I'm not married. Like people just started saying like, "Oh, your wife." I've just stopped correcting them. But I say my girlfriend. I don't believe in marriage. I just don't. I don't want to get married. I have no desire. I just don't. This is not for me. Thoughts on the modern X-Files show? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the new episode. I didn't even actually finish watching the last season 2 years ago. So I need to see that. Have I seen The Punisher? I have. I haven't reviewed it yet. I don't know why. I really loved it. Am I ever going to get married to my girlfriend? Probably not. Again, don't like marriage. Don't like the idea. Yeah, once Cottonmouth was gone, Luke Cage got real dull. I agree. I don't think that Stryker was a good fucking villain for the second half. It should have been Cottonmouth. Mahershala Ali is a fucking fantastic actor. Thoughts on Iceland's equal pay law? Good. Here's the thing. If people were in fact being screwed, and I haven't looked into it too much. I saw the headlines. If women are being screwed in Iceland for money, not in that way. But if they're being screwed over and being paid less, then yeah, equality is fine. But that being said, it's kind of like, here in the States, we have the Equal Pay Act, which it gets conveniently forgotten as these discussions come up. I'm on board with it, but at the same time, it's like if they were already being paid, and I think some companies came out and said that they were already paying them. Like they weren't paying women less or something. They're trying to like defend themselves. But we're very much in this weird phase right now where it's like women are able to play this card that is almost like completely just, I don't know. I feel like they're able to play this card that kind of grants them like immunity on certain things. It's very weird because no one is questioning it. Guest appear on Cinema for Cynics, me and Paul would butt heads. Yeah, I would totally go on Cinema for Cynics. I actually watch it sometimes. I don't watch it for stuff I haven't seen yet. But I do like the way Paul approaches stuff. And I even though I might disagree with him, I think he does come at it from a very even keeled perspective. Whereas Red Letter Media, I feel just takes shits on stuff. So I don't watch him anymore. Okay. So is that, would I rather have a real life sex spot? Would you rather have a real life sex spot or anime? It's not even I don't think that's even really a question. Would I rather have a real life sex spot that I could just pump like unlimited amounts of semen into and not have to worry about producing a child, or anime? I mean, outside of having to clean the sex bots, you know, clearly overly used vagina. Yeah, clearly the sex robot, dude. I don't even watch anime. I'd be fine. I'm just saying. So the Justice Democrats moving forward without Chank. I love saying Chank because it triggers one person in particular, but moving forward without Jank or Kyle, I think that they're going to lose. I think that this shows you that they're willing to just they're willing to throw people under the bus for 17-year-old blog posts that they don't even think like anymore. But it goes to show you that you can never actually be a person who reforms. You can only be a person who is based upon things you said decades ago, and that doesn't matter what you've done lately, right? Like that's how it is. Like here's the thing, like Logan Paul could go on and like cure fucking cancer down the road. But then people will still go, yeah, remember that time you faked a dead body at the forest in fucking Japan? You're kind of a dick. That's always gonna happen. Do I know that the anime is the last true bastion of the white identity? Who is Benito winning the New Year's political brawl? I don't know who that is. So have I ever seen Lost? A couple episodes. No, I never got into it. Although Hulu keeps recommending it, and I'm looking for shows to watch. So, do I think Logan Paul ever doing anything beneficial? He's only 22. Give him time. Would I fuck a trap boy? Probably not. Probably not. Benito Mussolini. We should fucking just say Mussolini. So I do need to check out Berserk. I know of it. That's got the big ass sword, right? I've heard of it. What's the last anime I watched? I think the last anime I watched to completion was Full Metal Alchemist, which I really loved. So, do you know Dewey to what? Okay, so here's the thing, Squid. Here's the thing. Okay. Who's worse, BLM or Justice Democrats? Fucking BLM, dude. That's not even a question. Justice Democrats is just whining on the internet. They're not actually like, you know, burning down shit. Psych is it all on Amazon? Cool. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing with my opinion on what's going on with the Logan Paul situation. I personally believe that they faked it. There's too many things that have happened inside of that video that are so suspect to me that it borders on it was staged. Now, a lot of people very much want to believe that it's real. And people that have been calling it out nonstop, that I've seen, some people that are normally not part of the listen and believe crowd are very much listening and believing. And part of it too makes sense. Like he shows you this body, you know, he shows it to you. But there's also that video of him getting shot in the back of the head by a shotgun while his fans are watching helpless from across the street. And that was a prank. So he's known to stage these kind of events. Never mind the fact, if you just watch the video, they have a driver take them out to this location, right? There's a guy in the black suit that's a driver of that fucking of that luxury van. They say they're staying overnight in the haunted forest. They bring one 2-person tent. Logan Paul's carrying 3 sleeping bags. The one chick has got 2 pillows, and the other pendejo is just holding a fucking Joby pod and a camera. And then you've got the camera guy, and then you've got the security guard. No food, no water, no supplies. An overnight camping trip in the suicide forest? Then they only walk 300 feet into the forest, which from a highly trafficked tourist destination known as the Ice Caves. Seems a little bit suspect. And they come across a body right then, right there. Yet, as Philly D pointed out in his video, other YouTubers have gone out to the suicide forest and not found bodies. Other people have gone out there before and spent hours and hours and hours out there walking around and didn't find shit. But Logan Paul just happens one random morning, you know, New Year's Eve morning to go out there and just find someone 300 feet from a fucking ice cave entrance where there's a lot of tourists and shit. Then, of course, we see the paramedics. We see the fire department, essentially. He says the body is 4 knots that way. He says knots, not clicks, not miles, whatever. He says knots, which is a measure of speed, not distance, like a reverse parsec in Star Wars. And then we never actually see the paramedics head out there and retrieve the body. We never see any of that. There's so many little things in this that don't make any fucking sense, that to me showcase it as being staged. So yeah, and the guy who kept trying to smile and get in the shot, oh, it's gallows humor. It's gallows humor. Fuck your gallows humor, dude. That's not gallows humor. I actually sat down and started watching The Thinning, which is Logan Paul's YouTube movie that he did. And the dude can act. Not the greatest actor in the world, mind you, but the guy can convey enough to where, yeah. So there's basically imagine killing yourself just to end up on a Logan Paul video. Well, if that's true, I want the unedited footage. It's the only way I'll believe it. Okay. Well, yeah, sorry, Chelsea, you are correct. I was wrong there. But 4 nautical miles into a forest, doesn't that come across as odd? Anybody else? So anyway, do I? Yeah, and Logan Paul was in the Gamergate CSI episode. Yes. Is Bigfoot real? No, but God, I wish it was. So let's see here. The Suicide Forest has guards that made sure nobody entered there to commit suicide. A large crowd, no doubt, may end up being caught. Maybe. It is normal out there. That's the thing. I think people believe it because there's 21,000 people a year that commit suicide in Japan. 100 people a year go out to the forest commit suicide. So it's not an uncommon thing. But when you start breaking down the video and what they show us and the logistics of it, it makes no damn sense. So there's that. Now take a fucking shot, Odd James. What, maybe they saw Logan Paul coming and just couldn't take it. Yeah, that's entirely possible. And again, I am not, if they come out and, like, you know, the authorities release a statement at this point, given the craziness of the situation, if they come out and they say, look, this person was killed, this person, you know, this person killed themselves, we have legitimately confirmed that there is a body, then I will fucking straight up admit I was wrong, flat out. I have no problem doing that. But it's been a week. The cops are asking to talk to Logan Paul because there may have been a suicide and everything else. Now, someone on Twitter has been, you know, not tagging me but commenting about what I said and saying that that they talked to someone in Japan and that the person's family found out about the suicide based on the video. Well, it's like, you don't see the person's face, so that'd be really hard to tell, but they recognize the clothes. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, wouldn't that particular story then end up in like a report somewhere? Something like that would happen. And that's the whole point I'm trying to get to here, is like, I don't believe that story, because it's like, it would have been reported to the news, because then it would have been like, okay, he really did do it, and he's an even bigger piece of shit. So somebody would have got it out there. Word would have spread. And it may still spread, but everything I've seen so far is pretty crap. It's on national headlines of all this stage. It stayed pretty damn well. Well, here's the thing, Squid. It happened in another country. So that's why it's making national headlines here. On a scale of 1 to rock hard, how hard would my dick get if Logan Paul's video was fake? A solid 8.5, dude. Because I would just make a video like, I was right, bitches. No, but it's, you know, well, here's the thing. Japan doesn't publicize domestic affairs to the West. That is true. But if somebody there had knowledge and they're talking about it, then somebody out there would leak it to the press, and somebody out there would get that information. News like this would spread, and it would definitely spread based around the situation. So, you know, I think someone would talk about it. I'm just telling you, whether it's the family member or someone who knew the person or someone who could confirm the identity, somebody would fucking talk. All right. Somebody would talk. Night, Jeeves. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Thoughts on Doki Doki Literature Club? I have no fucking idea what that is. You're asking me some odd questions, man. I don't know anything about that kind of shit. I know. The thing is, I kind of feel like a dick talking about the Logan Paul thing, because I don't want people to think like I don't care or that I'm whatever. But it's like I like to get to the bottom of this shit, and I just feel that the situation essentially boils down to a lot of nonsense and a lot of crap. It's basically that. So I don't know. I'm hoping that it's fake. I think I just want it to be fake too, because then he's a piece of shit, but he's not an absolute. Like he's a piece of shit and he's a scumfuck. But it's like okay, I get it. Like it's easier to wrap your head around. Maybe that's just it. What's my favorite Pokemon and why is it Snorlax? It's actually not Snorlax. My favorite Pokemon happens to be Squirtle. I really like Squirtle. Has Logan left the country? I think Logan's back in the United States. I think he's back. Make better quality videos or my channel will die. Here's the thing, PCMR. Hate to break it to you. That won't actually matter. It doesn't matter. It legitimately doesn't matter. It just doesn't. It comes down to metadata. It comes down to frequency of uploads, consistency of uploads, engagement with the audience, and many other mitigating factors, all boiled around the analytics and the way that the algorithm handles it within the system. Doing what I do may not yield the highest threshold in terms of views on every video, but they're consistent. The last couple of days, I've been pulling in over 100,000 views a day. So even though the AdSense is shit, that's still decent numbers. So I'm fine. Thank you. Let's see. Wings Clipped Wolf says, dream weapon to practice Second Amendment with. I've never fired off a handgun before. I'd like to do that. I don't know if I have a specific one in mind. Like, I know a lot of people are like, I want to fire off a goddamn Desert Eagle, man. Like, I don't want to fire off a Desert Eagle. But like a 357 would be a lot of fun, I think. Or something that's a little bit lower impact, so I could do dual, like go guns akimbo. Pop, 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 like I'm a fucking gangsta and shit. So, I got to feed Madison in about a half hour, and she is on formula. So, what are my views on security guards getting high at work? I used to be a security guard at a casino, and we never got high on the job or drunk on the job, but we got high or drunk when we were off hours, and then we would then end up going to work high or drunk. And so I've done it. So it's not a good idea when you're guarding money. So there's that. I don't really recommend that, but I don't think you should probably get high. I would argue that you should probably wait till you're off work and then enjoy a spliff if you are of age to partake in that particular thing. Yeah, formula. It's unfortunate with the formula, but it's just some things happen, and you gotta go with it. So that's where we are right now with that. What's my most favorite Switch game? I really like Mario plus Rabbids. I think that's a lot of fun. Breath of the Wild is pretty good too. Yeah, Frank, I really want to go to Amsterdam. It's on my bucket list. Exactly. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't, Lieutenant Dan. I don't want to fire off a fucking a Desert Eagle 50 cal right off the bat. I'm not trained for that. So there's that. Am I a fan of the NRA? Actually, I'm not. Surprisingly, I feel like they're just now more or less as a lobbying arm for like for big guns, if you will. I'm all for the Second Amendment, but I feel like we got to find a way to curb these shootings. You play at the light switch every day. Is that what you name your penis, Godless Monk? You name it light switch? Um, yeah, don't get high while handling casino money. Don't get well. The thing is, security doesn't handle the money. Our jobs are to protect people who handle the money. And if we were hungover, which we were frequently, I mean, oftentimes we were still drunk when going into work. We're not going to be the best at doing our job. So, the red light district is the best district. That's what I hear. Which state will be the last to legalize weed? Oh man, I'm gonna argue. It's got to be a really conservative state for the last state to legalize weed. A really conservative state. Oh man, what would it be? Like I want to say like Alabama or like Missouri or something. Can I think of a better way to deter swatting besides hanging swatters during halftime of the Super Bowl? You don't need to hang them at the Super Bowl. However festive that might be. You know what? Locking them away, like life in prison, man. I think it's the best way because this fucking attempted murder is what it is. There's no other way to describe it. Utah, you can barely drink there. Yeah, but dude, I guarantee you in Utah, they like money, man. Mormon church, they could get in on something with money, they'll do it. They found a way to fucking legalize medicinal marijuana, they'll fucking do it. Yeah, whoa, I lost my YouTube verification. That is weird. Yeah, I lost my wow, what the fuck? All right, I'll have to contact them tomorrow and be like, yeah, what happened to my YouTube verification? I noticed it was gone. I just didn't think anything about it. That's wow, man. That's crazy. That's nuts. Maybe from changing my name. It might have been. It might have been from changing my name. I'll have to talk to him about it. So, can you bug me later in the Discord about parenting choices? No. Blame Medicare. Nah, it's fine. I'm sure I'm still verified. I mean, like, that's a little bit weird. I'll have to email them. But that's okay. That's okay. It's really no big deal. So there's a lot of that going on, but that's okay. It's got to be from changing. I'm sure I'm still verified. I might have to just contact them. Yeah. Oh, Chicago's pretty fucking crazy. Okay. So verification's hiding. Okay, a lot of people. Cool. Let me see if it's on my app though. Let me see if it's on my app. Because if it's on my app, then because it shows me on there. Let's see. Wow, I've lost a lot of subscribers today. It's so funny. Like I wonder if I lost because of the Gorilla Trump thing. Let's take a look here. I don't know. I lose. The thing is, you lose people all the time. You gain them, you lose them all the time. Chances of Obsidian developing a new Fallout game, fucking dude, not enough. Not high enough chances on that one. Let's see. No, man, the fucking yeah. What's it called? The verification's not even on the website either, which is crappy. Join Steam it and DTube. So is Killroy even happening? Yeah, Killroy is happening. It's happening. Good night, your Vanguard. Am I getting 20? I'm not. No, I was never going to get 20K. This is the Blue Yeti microphone. Oh, right. The Star Wars. I keep remember the Star Wars video. Yeah, right. I know, right? I'm fine with that. I again, you have to understand. I don't care. I could lose like a lot of subscribers and just not mind as much. And the reason why is like I appreciate people watch and I appreciate people here, but I'm not going to sit there and like freak out if you don't like something that I have to say. Like I'm just not going to do it. Wow, someone is hauling ass up my street. So yeah, It's a million subs in 2018. I would love it. I would love it to get another 850,000 subscribers this year. That'd be fucking fantastic. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Did I see Calvos's video on Logan Paul? I actually did. I watched it tonight at the gym because it was like, because I was at the gym and like there was like no new content on my feed, like nothing good worth watching on my feed. I'm like, who the fuck was making videos today? God damn. So I went to like what's kind of like recommended for me or whatever, and that video popped up, and I'm like, I really don't like this guy. I think he's kind of a cheeky prick, and like, but literally nothing else to watch, and no one was doing a live stream, so I was like, oh fuck it, I'll fucking watch it. So yeah. Wait, who what did I do before YouTube? I worked at, I drove Uber while I did YouTube. I worked at a theater and various other things. So do you need a high intellect to watch Last Jedi? No. Am I a fan of Lauren Southern? Yeah. I think Lauren's nice. So I watch fuck man, my brain's starting to shut down. So I don't even fucking know anymore. Who do I watch on YouTube? I watch like Philip DeFranco. I watch TJ Kirk, Sargon of Akkad. I watch Dave Cullen. I watch Izzy Nobre, or Mr. Nobre, I think is what he goes by on his English channel. I watch Repsion. I watch Creationist Cat, very much like Creationist Cat. He gets a lot of shit on. He gets a lot of shit. Fucking Vadim does, but I happen to very much like the dude's work. I think it's hysterical. Do I think 2018 will be as bad as 2017? I hope not, because I really can't do it anymore. Do I watch Armored Skeptic? I watch his movie reviews. I watch Armored Skeptic's movie stuff. Hey, watching the Last Jedi video with him was, I got it. I got it. Let's see here. Mr. DJ Fly High says, thoughts on celebrities joining the 2020 presidential race like The Rock and Ron Perlman? Well, The Rock has already admitted that he's not doing it, and Ron Perlman would make the joke, but he's also not going to run. Bob Iger would be the only serious contender I could think of. He's the president of Walt Disney Company, but due to the 20th Century Fox merger that's going to take 18 months, he actually extended his contract from June 2019 to I think June 2021. So if he was going to leave Disney in June 2019, that would give him enough time to launch an exploratory committee in order to make a bid for president, and he would have a lot more money probably than Donald Trump to play with in terms of getting the message out there. And he was walk around and go like, hey, so yeah, I'm Bob Iger. I used to run Disney. You know how your childhood is formed? I did that. And then he'd have like every celebrity come out under the sun and praise his ass. Now, granted, that didn't work for Hillary Clinton, as we learned, but no one hates Bob Iger necessarily. So there's that. So good night, Octasian. Thanks for coming in, man. Here's the thing, Shadow Technic. I think calling people a sellout on YouTube is hard. We do this as a job, man. I mean, I'm doing this live stream talking, you guys now for coming up on 3 hours. I'm having a lot of fun, and there's been super chats, and super chats have been very generous. It's very cool. It helps offset some of the problems. Am I a sellout for doing that? Maybe, maybe not. I'm in the process right now of negotiating a sponsorship deal, a quick one, like a one-off little like 30-second fucking promo and shit. Couple $100, but it's like a couple $100, and it helps me pay, my heating bill, which is insane because I have a newborn. That and my fucking gas heater broke. I have a gas stove, or a heater stove, whatever the fuck it is, Quadrafire, and it broke on me. So it's going to cost me $150 to get the technician to come out. Just to get the technician to come out and look at it is going to cost me $150, but it's cheaper in the long run than me running the heat in my house like nonstop, which is happening because I have a 5-week-old and it's fucking winter and it's in Washington. So I don't mind. At this point, I'd probably like suck some dick if it was worth enough fucking money, only to make sure everything's taken care of. Babies are expensive as fuck. Yes, they are. But my daughter is amazing, so it's all good. You don't care what I do? Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Do I play World of Tanks or similar games? The only one that I would say would be similar would be like PUBG. I play PUBG, both on here and on Xbox. So there's that. You think there's a market for disrobing? I mean, look at Twitch. That's true. But do you want me to like put it together and like get the creases going and be like, "Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you." Like, I mean, I'm not against that, I guess. Disaster. I have Dreadnought on PS4. I haven't played it yet. I didn't know a little nudity wouldn't hurt. Sell feet pics. I don't have nice looking feet, man. I lived in California for 15 years. I wore sandals everywhere. My shit is crusty. Did I play Wolfenstein: The New Colossus? I did. I actually didn't care for it as much as the last couple games. I felt they tried a little bit too hard. The gunplay was great. The level design was okay. And I really hated the forced stealth elements that didn't really work out very well. Suck a dildo on stream for money. Again. Hey, what's going on, Anti-Gravity 74? How are you, buddy? What version? Oh, you're talking to someone else. Sucking dick for gas money, just like a walk home. Do I have any guilty pleasures? I love Downton Abbey. That is a guilty pleasure show of mine. I really, really like. My hands are dry, so I use like shea butter lotion. Well, I have like shea butter. I've got this Gold Bond for men. I've got aromatherapy hand lotion right here. My hands get very dry, so my guilty pleasure is I like to apply lotion. Have I played Assassin's Creed Origins? I have. I am close to the end. That game is fucking awesome. So Downton Abbey went downhill after season 2. No, season 2 was not the best. Season 3 picked up. Season 4, 5, and 6 were great. What are my thoughts on Disney buying out various companies and the potential of them purchasing the rights to DC Comics? No. Like, I don't think Warner's is going to give up DC Comics, man. Hey, what's going on, Alexander Flame? I don't think they're going to give up DC Comics. Right now, it's a big part of the movie division. So I have Saffrontitis. Sorry, I mispronounced that. I've watched like half of the Crown's first season. I got to get back into it. It was kind of hard to do. Wasn't like the greatest thing on the planet. Yeah. I'm not going to take anything off on stream, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not going to happen. So I said season 3 picked up. I didn't say it was great, but season 4, 5, and 6 were good. Disney will buy the WWE. Now that would be interesting. Alexander, you saw me on Review Tech. Awesome. Yeah, I like Rich quite a bit. I'm trying to set up another collab with him. I'm just like, come on, dude, get me on there, man. I need some fucking more subscribers and shit. The fuck, dog. Hook it up, boy. So the most feminine thing you own is scented candles. Dude, fucking nothing wrong with scented candles, man. I was buying strawberry lemonade scented candles for a while. I just thought I'd like the smell. Do I think Trump will back Vince Vaughn's XFL reboot despite NFL? I think so, given that Trump tried getting like a football league going back in the day, ended up having lots of problems with the NFL, and the NFL sued him for like billions of dollars, and they settled for $1. So yeah, I have a feeling if it could fuck over the NFL, Trump would probably back that play. Have I watched it in season 12 of One Piece yet? No. The 14 words. Okay, so wow, Spartacus. I'm not too sure if you know how this goes on my channel, because this is how this works. Is I will say the 14 words. However, it does require a monetary donation of $50 USD. So that's how I say the 14 words. Oh, speaking of something stupid for stream, a couple months ago I did a stream and I talked about the Hidden Valley pony keg for ranch dressing, and it was $50, and someone actually sent me $50 to buy it. I bought it. They sent me the ranch last week. They just shipped out the pony keg yesterday. That should be here in a couple days. So I'll be able to do a little thing where I have a pony keg. I probably will fill it with the ranch. I've got literally okay. Okay. That should be good. Okay, that should work. There we go. Okay, yeah. So it's because I bumped the mic. It's the cord on this is really loose. I really wish that the Yeti would upgrade to a micro USB port or a USB 3.0, or USB, I should say the USB 2.0. It's just this is really loose, so that's unfortunate. If I bump it, it goes out. So yeah, it's come for the lol, stay for the lip reading practice. That's right. That's right. When's feeding time? Feeding time is very, very, very soon. I'll probably have to log off here in the next like 10 minutes or something. So if you guys got any final questions, go ahead and throw them in. You'll spam the chat with donations if I agree to whack Lispy, Jimmy, and Rich in GTA. I have to talk to them about that. So, will your book have a section similar to YouTube for dumbasses? My book will be about how to approach YouTube from a creator perspective, a beginner creator perspective, as well as ways to I would say integrate into the general consensus of YouTube, identifying better ways to get into the algorithm, better ways for thumbnails, things like that. I'm in the process of trying to become YouTube certified. So I'm still trying to get accepted into the program. That's something I want to do to understand that for channel growth and maximizing the value out of your content, as well as learning things for myself. I want to help people, and that's kind of where I'm at. Steggies 777 or 77 asks, am I excited for John Wick 3? Oh, fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes. Love both John Wick movies. So fantastic. So fantastic. Do I know if Daniel Sulzbach is going to VidCon with me? I know he's going to Kilroy with me. I think we're flying down together. And I'm pretty sure he wants to go to VidCon. So I think that's going to be a thing. Have I ever been to Australia? Would I ever come to Australia? I've never been. I do really want to go. Also, Australia is the only place I know of where everything that's not you wants to kill you. So there's that. Can I teach you how to grow my channel, your channel like mine? I can teach you how to grow your channel. My channel, again, it's persistency, but I don't really focus on necessarily a niche. Like Three Buck Theater is a niche. It's movie news. That's grown up to over 16,000 subs in less than a year. I've been pimping it here, obviously, but it's not for everybody. And then also Star Wars did very well. Are traps gay? Miles, the answer to that is some. Can I recommend how to start like recording, editing OBS? Yeah. I mean, like I use OBS for my videos. I use OBS for, I build the template in OBS and then I hit record and that's that. So when I go to edit everything, I literally am just editing in the introduction and the outro. And that's that. When am I going to cover the whole fucking MTG pedophile thing? I've got to look into it. I want to I should look at I'll just read, I'll fuck it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll read the goddamn Breitbart article. How about that? I haven't seen Christian Bale's newest film yet. So, did I try breast milk? I have not tried breast milk. I hear it's bitter. Yeah. I like OBS, Ruthven quite a bit. It's the only downside is sometimes it fucks up on me. But ultimately it's pretty great. I have never watched Brave Wilderness videos. Can I be your mentor? I don't think I don't think I can be your mentor necessarily. But like, if you have questions, I can answer questions and whatnot. Ultimately, my goal is to release the book, and then as a way to supplement extra income, it would also be consultations. So not like super overpriced consultations, but again, one-on-one sessions, things along that nature. And it's ultimately my goal is I want to help people. Oh, okay. Ian wrote an article about it. I'll have to check that shit out. You've made breast milk. It's like asking me if I like the whole thing of like, I don't know. I view chicks that like drink their own breast milk like dudes who taste their own cum. It's just one of those things where you're like, I know where it's been, like I'm aware. Like, no. And be your tag team partner in a Hell in a Cell match. Sure. Well, Luxander, keep an eye out for when I get all that up and running. It will be a while because I'm still in the process of outlining the book as well as conducting research into it to be as up to date as humanly possible. And that's why I was in LA back in October. I went to a business summit for YouTube. It was not cheap, but I learned a great deal. So Deadpool 2, am I going to review it? Absolutely. Thoughts on trans porn? Not my thing, man. I know what they say, chicks with dicks, best of both worlds, but it's just kind of like, when a girl's getting rammed from behind, I'm not looking to see if anything's flopping in the meantime. Not what I'm into. But hey, if you are, man, by all means. So I should interview Razor Fist when I Kilroy. I just want to hang with Razor Fist. I really respect him as a creator. So okay, hold on. Your wife runs a big anime review channel. Even SJW culture is affecting that. There are some topics we can't discuss because of cultural appropriation. Yeah, Trixon, that's how it is, man. The key is, here's the thing. Talk about them. Because people want to know, for one, and two, it's your speech. And people want to sit there and cry cultural appropriation. They want to cry all these issues, man. Fuck them. So do I like fishing and camping? I haven't done it in years. I'm not against it. I need to do is I need to take a break from the 3 videos a day, 7 days a week type shit. It's burning me out. And that's why I'm actually in therapy right now. I was in therapy last month, kind of a weird thing. I'm trying to kind of get it back now because I'm on the Washington State health insurance. And so I'm trying to get into a more concise therapy. So there's that. Like, I'm trying to get into that because the thing is, like, I'm very much a workaholic. That's a way to describe it. I understand that it's having detrimental impacts to not only my mental health, but my physical well-being, as like gray's coming in a lot more. I'm not sleeping as much. Clearly, the swatting has had his impact on me. And so coping mechanisms are currently what I'm trying to look into. And, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So, well, Tony, you can sit there and kind of go, why would you need therapy from going to YouTube? Well, think of it like this: 158,000 subscribers, people out there who do like me, people out there who don't like me, people out there who have sent the authorities to my house to effectively kill me, which, as we learned from 2 weeks ago, could happen. Right? There are things there you just want to deal with. People who make wild, baseless accusations about me, and I can't fight back. But I want to fight back because I think inherently we want to. Have I tried dabs? Man, dabbing on them haters. Yeah, I know, right? That's how do you do that anyway? It's like the right, or I don't know. My name's Jeff. Have I looked in for sleep aids? Yeah, I have. Because because the baby is on like the couple hours, you know, I can't take them right now. Weed is the ultimate coping mechanism. Yeah, I'd like to, but I can't. What do you think of the new guy dissing El Mencho? Oh, right. Yeah, man. What the fuck, dude? I can't believe that, like, Lauren, that guy got fucking killed. That was sad. So mundane dabs, yeah. What's up with Pence trying to make marijuana illegal again? It's not Pence, Carl, it's Jeff Sessions. And I think he's just trying to keep his fucking job. ASMR. I could get in there and I could talk to you about the joys of masturbating with a sock filled with tuna juice, if that is what you like to hear. I don't know if anyone could hear that. I just made some really sick shit up. So there you go. People who swat others are the scummiest of scum. I absolutely agree. So coping with mind altering, yeah, the thing is coping with mind altering substances absolutely is not going to work, Oliver. That's not what I want. I need to like meditate is something I need to shut. Thing is, my mind never shuts off. It never shuts off. If I'm not working, I'm thinking about work, and it's a problem. Nords or orcs, man, straight up, dude. Fucking Nords. There's a new guy dissing the cartel leader. Is he a social media person? So, well, you know, you're welcome, Trixon. I'm just a person who just speaks my fucking opinion, and I just, you know, it's sometimes like, okay, in regards to this fucking Kilroy thing, I have been met with so much fucking opposition over it, over you know, people not liking it, which is fine. It's just been annoying. It's like, there's so many things that were said that were not even remotely true or didn't even remotely happen. But because of the way the internet works, that's how it goes. So, you know, Alexander, I can't even talk to Rich right now. he's, you know, he's doing his own thing, man. So Oliver, yeah, this is a problem. I work from home. So like leaving the house, and it's like, we have one car because my girlfriend's car was stolen on Christmas Day. Everything's fucking happening, right? Christmas night, sorry, not Christmas Day, Christmas night, her car was stolen and then rolled into a river 10 minutes from here. So, well, more like a fucking creek, but it was still pretty bad. I'm just saying it's been stressful. So trying to get to the end point of that's hard. Yeah, I need to listen to like Rainy Mood. I haven't done that in a while. I have a white noise machine that I fall asleep to, but I might just turn on Rainy Mood from my phone tonight and pass out to that. So, yeah, yeah, seriously, someone stole their car from our driveway and then they rolled it into a fucking river, or creek, really. But yeah, like 10 minutes away. Not even kidding. Should have put your car battery up to the door. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure whoever rolled it into the car or rolled it is not doing very well. Saddam or Kim Jong-un? Probably Kim Jong-un, because like Saddam had grand ambitions. Kim Jong-un just wants to be recognized as a bitch. So I don't watch the Mighty Jingles. Sorry about that. I don't watch that. I don't know what that is. No need to excuse your language, man. Feel free to curse and fucking swear all you want. This is YouTube live stream, baby. Anything is possible. Oh. Yeah, I got it right here. I've got my my happy light. I don't even know how that fucking looks right now. Take a look. I don't have the thing up. No. It's like my happy light. Yeah, I got it for winter and shit. Helps out in the morning. I've also got my LEDs that help add light. So yeah. It works okay for me. It works okay. I think I'll wake the baby while live streaming. She's probably I think she might be asleep. I gotta wake her up and feed her anyway. So what's the stupidest story I've ever covered on my channel? Fuck me. I've done over like 4,000 videos. I think I have the stupidest fucking one. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know if I can tell you the stupidest one. I can tell you probably my favorite one. There was a guy who was arrested for rape in UC Santa Barbara, so Santa Barbara, California, and he was arrested for attacking, assaulting, and raping a young woman, young co-ed, and the police, when they were investigating, they found some inconsistencies. Right, they found that this guy said he was innocent. This guy said he didn't do it. He said that they had already prearranged it. They'd pre-planned it. It was a fetish of hers, a fantasy. She met him on Craigslist. She wanted him to come and attack her and rape her. That was what she wanted. Then she fucking went and she ratted it out. So the reason why I find this story to be my favorite one is because there's a moment in the video where I lose it because I crack a joke that just kills me. And I'm like, just imagine this dude is sitting there in the interrogation room talking to the cops, and he just says, "Look, man, she was asking for it." Right. And I said that, and I just start cracking the fuck up, just cracking the fuck up, because for one, it's funnier than shit. And then two, given the context of the situation and how horrible something like that would be to say, it's truthful. And so that's pretty goddamn funny. So yeah, like that happened. That's probably my favorite video. The university drunk rape one. Sometimes I go full detective on some stupid shit, do a local Bigfoot hunt like Blair Witch. Yeah, if I could find a way to tell a story, I totally would. Yeah, I love found footage movies and shit. They're my favorite. But I'm just saying, it's like, that kind of crap's been done. That story. There's been so many stupid stories though. So many stupid stories. But it's 3 a.m. so I need to definitely wrap this thing up. Because I need to go and feed my baby, and then I can finally go to fucking bed. But I'll be doing another stream probably tomorrow night a little bit earlier. And I'll probably doing it more in terms of the previous Monday Match show, where I would be recording my content for the next day. We'll definitely have discussions about it. Keep an eye out for that. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a while. 200 people in here. That's fucking fantastic. You guys are great. Have yourself a great night. Be safe, be happy, be fun. And remember, if you're ever feeling down, just, masturbate, orgasm. You'll feel fucking fantastic. All right, guys, peace out.